dance challenge. You've seen it on the show before. It's all the way from TikTok. It's coming to this world, and we're going to try get our booty on.
What?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
There we go. I pulled the trigger. I pulled the trigger. It was a bit early to pull the trigger. Then one of our favorites on the show, we've watched her start an amazing career. We've watched her climb. We've watched her dominate on radio. She is doing so well, and she's here to present some new music. Carli J will be performing her latest single live here on the show, just to prove that it's a Friday.
And just to prove that it is definitely a Friday, yeah. What's a Friday without a Friday dance?
Oh, was that a dance?
Yeah, that was a dance.
Dancing. I didn't realize.
If you didn't know what that was,
I thought maybe you had something stuck to your foot. I couldn't.
Devolution Dance Crew are here. They're going to be kicking it off and sending us into the weekend. Of course, so much lined up for the show. I'm getting excited, man.
Yeah, we're also going to be chatting to Laura Wolfhard, one of the best young cricketers in the world at the moment, to get you prepped for all the weekend sport. But first, let's get our official duties underway and get into those news headlines. But before we do that, let's connect with you guys on our social media platforms and hopefully start a conversation that's going to last for 3 hours. Good morning to the rest of the team. How are you guys?
Morning!
Mora! Yo, I feel like it's International Golf Shirt Day. You guys look amazing, and I just feel like you prematurely got the dance moves out. Can we, like, not warm it up a bit first? Or are we going to just start with, like, some moves? I don't mind doing that.
Well, listen, I like to start with a little bit of milk in my tea. How about you?
Yes, please. Just bring it on. I feel like we should call it prosperity today, because we are on positivity. You need to start your day with one of these. It's going to be great.
There we go. Okay. How are you doing today?
I'm so good.
Are you ready for the weekend?
I am ready for the weekend. I know that you may be ready for the weekend as well. And Zoe and I would like to ask you a question, please. We just thought about this all the time, but we wanted to throw it onto your table on the Expresso Facebook page. But what are you looking forward to this weekend? I know it's a simple question. You may think, like, why is it such a simple question? But it's really important. You have to look forward to your weekends. I said to myself this year, Zoe, that my weekends have to be filled with experiences that are going to make me feel like I have micro leave days. And that's where I'm going with it. So whatever that may be, let me know. In fact, for you, what are you looking forward to?
Have you planned your weekend? I was supposed to go to the beach tomorrow. It's going to be a scorcher in Cape Town.
Yeah.
But now I have to work in the morning. So I'm going to see if I can rush through work to still go to the beach.
I am going to do, I wanted to visit an oyster bar. Never done that before, so first time for everything. So that's my vibe this weekend. What's yours? Let us know as we get into the news on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let's taste this tea. It's perfect.
Just don't spill it.
That's perfect, I won't. This is beautiful.
Cool.
Thank you so much, team. Let's start with our news headlines here in South Africa first. Bit of a tale of the tape. Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga has announced that the 2021 matric pass rate is 76.4%, which is actually a slight improvement on the 2020 pass rate. So there were 211,725 distinctions in total, an increase of 19.3% from 2020. And the Free State was again the best performing province with a pass rate of 85.7%. Gauteng chasing at second, 82.8%. Then the Western Cape achieved 81.2%. Motshekga, she also added that it's important to note that for the past 10 years, matric pass rates have consistently been on the rise. So well done to our matriculants and their teachers. An incredible milestone achieved. Now we stay in South Africa for the latest on this story. Police in George in the Western Cape have arrested a 54-year-old suspect in connection with the theft of Kruger rands worth some 8 million rand. Now, the suspect has been on the run since 2012, but was apprehended at Wilderness near Knysna. Police spokesperson Malcolm Boji said he is expected to appear in the magistrate's court in Knysna later today. The crimes were committed between May of 2011 and March of 2012. Now, casting a wider gaze on the international front, twin baby elephants were born this week in a rare event at a national reserve in northern Kenya. There are only, in fact, this pair are only the second set of twin calves ever to have been encountered by the local conservation charity Save the Elephants. The last known case was recorded back in 2006. The charity's founder, Dr. Ian Douglas Hamilton, said this was a critical time for the calves, as the last set of twins born 16 years ago had not survived long after their birth. Quite often, the mothers do not have enough milk to feed both of the calves. And a little further afield, the British-Belgian teenager has become the youngest woman ever to fly solo around the world. That was after completing an epic 5-month journey. So 19-year-old Zara Rutherford, who gained her pilot's license 2 years ago, covered some 52 countries along the 51,000-kilometer journey in more than 70 flights across the globe. So after touching down in Belgium, she said she had been in tears ahead of her homecoming and was looking forward to seeing her cats. In particular, now Zara hopes to become an astronaut and to inspire more young women to become pilots, and I'm sure she has done that already. Now, Sazi Bongwes, the envy of many, I think, at the moment for high school students with dreams of studying at a top university abroad. Sazi Bongwes' journey is undoubtedly a masterclass. This 18-year-old, who was head of school at St. John's College in Johannesburg in 2021 and matriculated with, get this, 9 distinctions, has secured admission to America's top Ivy League university, Harvard, for the 2022 academic year, and that kicks off in August. Sazi's average mark in matric was 95.9%. Incredible. And he also built an impressive extracurricular portfolio throughout his illustrious school career. Sazi tweeted a picture of his family by his side, saying that getting into Harvard is crazy for me, but the smiles of these people on either side of me are all that matters. Incredible. And the reality is that applying to study abroad is a very complex process, especially for South Africans, but if one starts planning early enough, it's very possible for local students to realize their ambitions. Sazi has proven it. Now, traditionally, Harvard has exceptionally low acceptance rates, and in 2021, it received over 57,000 applicants, in fact, but only accepted just under 2,000 of those students. And Sazi made the cut. What an achievement. We doff our caps to you, young man, and certainly look forward to what you're going to produce in the future. And on that inspirational note, let's hope there's more inspiration to come in the sporting headlines. Carl is standing by.
Thanks a lot, G. Let's take a look at the sporting action on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And starting off with cricket, not so good news. Cricket South Africa has charged Mark Boucher with gross misconduct after he was accused of racism by former teammate Paul Adams. The charges stem from the findings made last month by the Social Justice and Nation Building Ombudsman, who is looking into alleged discrimination with the sport's national governing organization in the past. The Ombudsman's report also criticized current CSA Director of Cricket Graham Smith and former national team captain A.B. de Villiers. The report said selection decisions made during their times as captain of the side were prejudicial towards black players. South Africa are gearing up for the second of 3 ODIs against India later today. On to football, defending champions Algeria were eliminated from the African Cup of Nations at the group stages after losing 3-1 against Ivory Coast. Frank Kessie, Ibrahim Sangare and Nicolas Pepe all found the back of the net. The result saw the Elephants advance to the knockout phase of Group E winners, and they'll face Egypt on 26 Jan. With the group phase now wrapped up, some of the other last 16 ties see Senegal play surprise package Cape Verde, as well as Nigeria taking on Tunisia and Cameroon square off against Comoros. And then on to international football. Diogo Jota fired Liverpool into the League Cup final against Chelsea as the Portugal forwards double sealed a 2-0 win at Arsenal in the semi-final second leg. Jota put Liverpool on course for Wembley with a first half strike, and he clinched their berth with a late second goal in North London. Now, Jurgen Klopp's side will face Chelsea in the final on February 27. They'll be in action again on Sunday, the Premier League, when they travel to Crystal Palace. Fellow Cup finalists Chelsea play Spurs in a standout clash of the weekend. Top 4 rivals Manchester United and West Ham do battle on Saturday, while Man City are away to Southampton. On to football, the Springbok Sevens. Their coach Neil Powell expressed his happiness with the way his team prepared for the first Spain Sevens this weekend, while captain Sheikh Soizwapi said they will look no further than the first game on day 1. South Africa won the last 4 tournaments in the 7 series and head into the weekend 10 points clear of Argentina in the standings of 2 rounds. Now, the boys kick off their campaign against Scotland this afternoon before playing England tomorrow. It is also a special weekend for Soizwapi, who becomes just the 13th South African player out of 183 to reach 35 tournaments. Congratulations to him. We'll be looking at all of those sporting action in detail with a bit of a review a little bit later. But for now, let's take a peek at the weather on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Thank you, Wasty. And we start off with some news. The South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for the Western Cape, stating that conditions at sea could be rough between Cape Point and Plettenberg Bay. In the past few days, the province's beaches have been battered by large damaging waves due to strong winds. Winds of between 50 kilometers and 70 kilometers an hour resulted in rough, choppy seas and wave heights reaching some 7 meters in certain areas. The NSRI is appealing to the public to be safe around coastal waters. High temperatures forecast by the Weather Service for the coming weekend, coupled with rough seas and huge sea swells due to the recent Southern Ocean storm, as well as the tail end of the recent full moon spring tide, are of concern. The NSRI also appeals to coastal bathers to only swim at beaches protected by lifeguards, and most importantly, parents should at all times ensure that their children are safe. Well, we now move from rough ocean news. We move on to some better views captured by our Expresso sunrise photographers, you. Mkabisi Kele from Port Shepstone kicks us off our Friday morning with this cloudy image of the area showing the sun breaking through the cloud cover while casting a lovely glow across the area. And staying in KZN, Michelle de la Fontaine from Durban shared this moody morning shot captured by the beautiful contrast between those dark clouds and the sun's rays cast as it peeks through the clouds. Well, let's head on over to Limpopo, where we look at your temperatures. If you're in Polokwane, a low of 13 and a high of 27 can be expected. Mpumbela, 15, 25. Partly cloudy in Pretoria today with a high of 31. Johannesburg, 14, reaching a high of 28. Mahikeng, 16 with a high of 30. A sunny day in Klerksdorp, 14 is your low, 31 your high. Kimberley, 19, 34. Bloemfontein, 14, 32. Richards Bay, 20, reaching a high of 29. Pietermaritzburg also reaching a high of 29 for today. If you're in Durban, a low of 22, a high of 29 can be expected. Mthatha, 14, reaching a high of 31. East London, 21 with a high of 28. Cradock, 17, 35. Gqeberha, 21, reaching a high of 26. Partly cloudy conditions in George today, a low of 19, a high of 23. A sunny day in Cape Town, 19 with a high of 28. Brace yourself, Worcester, a low of 21 for today and a high of 39. If you're in Sutherland, 16 is your low, 33 your high, and Uppington, a scorcher of a day ahead with a low of 23 and a high of 35 degrees Celsius. Please stay safe, and I'll have another weather update for you shortly after 7.
Yo, it's hot today.
It's cooking, man.
It's cooking. On the show as well. We've got some great entertainment coming up for you. I do have a nice preview for you for the weekend sporting action. Well, not me, but Graham. You know, he loves his sports, so he'll be chatting to the tallest man on the planet, Mike Pedro, to give you a little update on what's going to be happening this weekend.
And speaking of tennis, of course, Mike has just entered the building, and that's my friend Mike. He's a tennis star, and that means that I'm going to be getting through a tennis workout.
Oh.
That's inspired, obviously, by the Open, so stick around.
Oh, my word. It's going to be great, though. You're going to make those noises. Hi.
Ha, ooh.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yeah, it's pretty cool intro music, which means he must be a cool guy. Mike Pedro is back in the house. Yes, he could be the tallest guy talking about sports at any given moment, but he knows a lot, and we love him. And we're going to talk a little bit of tennis now. I'm going to just say it. Novak Djokovic. Last time we're allowed to say it, okay? That deportation saga is now behind us. We have to focus on the tennis. And I don't mean to make light of a really intense situation, but we do need to focus on what is, of course, the first Grand Slam of the year, the Australian Open, and it's moved into full swing, and people are keen. All eyes will be on Rafa Nadal, I think, as the only player left from the big three. Maybe we can start calling it the big two, I don't know. While in the women's section, some powerhouses, Naomi Osaka, Ashley Barty, all among the big names that are still here with their eye on the prize. And with us to look back, of course, is our sports producer and anchor, Michael Pedro. Mike, good to see you, bud.
Good morning, Graham.
How fast can you serve a ball? About 190 k's an hour, surely, eh?
I hope so. I've never tried, but if people ask me, I'll tell them that.
Yeah, easily 172 k's. And I won't even ask you for your tennis sound. Buddy, we've put the drama behind us. Now we can focus on a bit of drama on the court, and there has been a bit of drama on the court. I caught Tsitsipas yesterday, and that was there's always drama with him. But let's start with the big guns. Or is it the only big gun left? Are we even allowed to say the big three anymore? Because last year, the strange season that we were treated to last year did start showing the rise of some amazing young tennis players, our young Lloyd Harris being one of those. But when we look at that top tier, is Nadal the only guy left?
Yeah, I think he's definitely the favorite in the men's section. You do have the likes of Daniel Medvedev, Alex Zverev, Stefanos Tsitsipas that you mentioned earlier.
Zverev had an incredible year last year.
But I think there's just that little step missing from those guys at the moment to reach where Nadal, Federer and Djokovic have been for the last 10, 12 years. It's kind of like Mbappe, Haaland, Ronaldo, Messi. That kind of gap that just needs to be bridged a little bit for them to be considered among some of the best in the world.
They need titles.
Exactly.
They need the titles.
They need the Grand Slams. They need the Grand Slams. That's what you are judged on as a tennis player. How many Grand Slams have you won? And I think they need to get those under their belts. And I want to say sooner rather than later, but also you're seeing with the big three, Nadal has had his injury problems. Federer, we know, has had his
continued to have his injuries problems.
His injury concerns. So there is that gap emerging where those guys could step in and sort of take the reins. It's just about getting those Grand Slam victories now.
Yeah, and I think there's a mental game. You need to have experienced it. Even losing in a final, you need to often, that's been the marker of success, is having lost in a major final to a great player so that you know what it feels like. That being said, you threw a couple of names out there. I got to see Medvedev keep a very, very cool head against a not-so-cool head on the other side of the court yesterday. Who's likely to trouble Nadal, if I can put it like that?
Yeah, I think the guys we mentioned, Daniel Medvedev, a tricky game against Nick Kyrgios. Obviously, Kyrgios, everybody knows the flair that he can bring and the unpredictability of the guy, especially...
I think the 2-3 broken rackets.
Yeah, especially at the Australian Open. It's almost like he turns it up a gear in front of his home fans. And
they love it,
Yeah, puts the showboating on a little bit more than usual. So Medvedev did well to overcome that. Tsitsipas had a bit of a scare in his second round game, but he looked solid as well. And I think Alex Zverev, as you mentioned, a brilliant year for him last year. I think he's going to definitely carry that momentum. And I think those guys with Nadal will probably make sort of the final four. Andrei Rublev could challenge them a little bit, the number 5 seed. There could be a few surprises. Felix Auger-Aliassime has been playing very well. He was part of the Davis Cup winning team for Canada towards the back end of last year, so he's in good form and could be a little bit of a wild card to challenge those guys. Yeah.
We love it, man, but I think there is an opportunity, as you've highlighted, a bit of a breather here with some of the big guns out of the mix, maybe Nadal not at his absolute peak. Let's hope that a new name is going to mark their name in history. Let's move to the women's draw. Ashley Barty quietly has just been rumbling on and would have to still be the favourite?
I think so, yes. I think if you look at the women's draw over the last couple of years, especially in Grand Slams, they have been a little bit more unpredictable. Obviously, Emma Raducanu winning from nowhere last year.
And she's out now, right?
Yes, she's unfortunately been knocked out, but
Every 14-year-old guy in the world went, as that happened. Oh, man.
so I think there is a little bit more unpredictability in the women's section than in the men's section, and that always obviously makes for entertaining matches and match-ups. So I think you're looking at Ashley Barty, Naomi Osaka as well. Garbine Muguruza has been eliminated already, the number 3 seed. So there is a gap there for sort of unknown players to sort of come through and stake their claim at the first Grand Slam.
And we absolutely love it. Any standout result drama from the first week?
I think for me, it has to be Nick Kyrgios. The guy divides opinions so much, but it's never boring when you watch him. And some of the serves that he had in his first round, the sort of between the leg, underhand serve, and then following it up with some absolutely smashing winners as well, just shows his talent. I think everybody is just of the consensus that if he takes it a little bit more seriously, he could actually challenge right at the top of world tennis.
He could take a step up.
But he's one of those guys who's there for a good time, not a long time. So,
yeah, and he feels the fire, as you quite rightly pointed out, in front of his home fans. We love it. We'll miss him, but still some big guns left in the Aussie Open. It's the first Grand Slam of the year, and of course, we're going to turn to cricket in our next discussion. Laura Volfight is going to be joining us live on the show. Stick around.
Thank you, gentlemen. Getting us hyped, getting us pumped. Of course, the action continues right now. So we're going to be going from watching the professionals on the court to trying to be a little bit like them, right? So at least in terms of the fitness anyway. I don't know about the skill yet. We'll get to that part. But with the Aussie Open obviously in full swing, what better time to have a tennis-inspired workout that you could even do while watching your favorite stars on center court. Now, it's a lot of fun. It requires a lot of focus on the building when it comes to stamina. We're talking about injury prevention. And with us today is tennis coach. He's a superstar. He's my friend as well. It's Michael Citrianios, and he's going to be delivering something special. Brother, how you doing, man?
I'm good, Raul.
You're still looking absolutely impeccable, and man, still in shape.
Thank you.
It's very good to see.
Yes.
And man, I'm so excited for this. Obviously, you've been inspired by tennis. We're hyped by everything that's happening this weekend. What have you got for us, and maybe for Mzansi to try replicate at home, seeing that they don't have gym equipment, but that's no excuse. We can still make it happen, right?
Of course. All you need is your body, maybe a few cones, some tennis balls. And yeah, we're going to start this workout.
Okay, let's do it. So you're going to be putting me through the paces because you're the coach, I believe.
Yes.
So I'm going to be doing all the hard work. That's fine. That's what I'm here for. But Mzansi, here's the opportunity to try join in. If not, try remember the workout as well so that you can replicate it at your home in the convenience of your couch. Okay, so what are we doing first?
Okay, so Raul, first exercise we are going to be doing calf jumps, back and forth.
Okay.
To activate your calf muscles. Obviously, for tennis, you need to build strong calf muscles, and also develop that endurance in the calf muscles.
Brilliant.
So literally, you're going to be doing 10 reps back and forth on your toes as quick as you can.
And I see you staying off the heels there, right, as well. So it's like a squat jumper without landing on the heels.
Yes.
And I'm actually feeling the calves work as well as the stabilization in my ankles.
Also work your hamstrings as well.
Yeah, okay, I see you haven't tried these.
I want you to do 10, that's it.
All right, coach, 10 in the bag.
Okay. Good. So after every exercise we do, we are going to split. You're going to grab a ball, sprint, put the ball down and back.
All right.
3 in a row.
So splitting, you mean like jumping and then bringing my legs a little bit wider?
Yes.
Okay, so that's almost
tennis, almost every shot you want to split, balance, then prepare for your shots.
And I like the fact that I feel like very stable in this position right now. Like my foundation's strong. I feel like I can get a move in. I like this. All right, so we're going to split, grab a ball, run to the cone, drop it at the cone, and then run back.
Yes.
Okay, once or 3 times?
Okay, let's go once.
Yeah, once. All right.
1, 2, 3, go. That's it.
Coach is fast, man. All right, the coach is fast. And I believe you got a little injury as well, but yeah, that's not holding you back.
No.
Good form, brother.
Thank you.
Okay, so we obviously repeat these drills quite a bit. It's forcing some cardio, it's forcing focus, it's hand-eye coordination. At the same time, we're being quite functional with the movement because
but also you want to be explosive with tennis.
Yeah,
you know, it's not a stationary sport. It's stop-start. You want to be quick off the mark, so you need that speed and power training.
And explosiveness. And one
Yes.
thing I love about tennis, there's a guy by the name of, I think it's Guillemon Fields, Slider Man.
Yes.
Man,
Most
that guy is
athletic
so
tennis player.
athletic, the way he moves
Yeah.
on the court, absolutely inspired. And I hope these are the moves that are going to get me to that point in time. What else you got for us?
Okay, so the next one, we're going to do alternate split lunges.
Ooh, all right, that's a bad
So
boy.
that's going to focus a lot on building your muscle and balance.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Straight into it, all right? So we're
Yes.
starting in the lunge position, jumping
Yes.
up in the air, switching, landing back in the
yes.
lunge. All right,
Nice and
Mzansi,
slow on
watch
the
this
land.
one. Oh,
Yes.
I'm already feeling a little bit of the pain. Okay, let's do this.
And we
Jump.
can go for 6.
1, 2, 3. How's my form, coach?
And I want you
Oh.
to split afterwards and
Five.
sprint with one tennis ball.
Woo, woo, okay.
That's it.
Ah.
Good work.
Woo!
Good work.
Yes. I feel like I'm on fuse right now, man. I'm ready. I need a racket in my hand. Let's do this. Right, you got one more first before
One
we
more.
finish off?
Okay, fast feet.
Yeah?
So on your toes as quick as you can.
All right.
I'm sure you can do that. That's it.
Woo. How
For
long
10
is it?
seconds.
10
Let's go.
seconds.
10,
All right, coming on.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and one more sprint. One more sprint. Let's go.
The man's not playing this morning.
That's it. That's
Woo.
it.
Coach,
Good work.
absolute magic
Thank
stuff,
you.
man. That was awesome. Feeling inspired, feeling like a tennis player already, and feeling like I've just won a match. Definitely not a loser, and if you join us right now, you're definitely going to be a winner as well. Mike's got the plug when it comes to everything tennis. Man, I can't thank you enough.
Thank you.
I can't talk again. I've burned some calls, we've had some fun, and I hope you enjoyed it too, Mzansi. Thank you so much, brother. That was awesome. Whew. I can feel that.
You can make my day.
Simple as CBD should be.
When last have the three of us been together? Let's do it.
We will be able to roll this out pretty much immediately. I've got this.
You both better be on that plane tomorrow.
Our Monati keeps friendships flourishing with freebie SIM-only 6 gigs at $289 per month with loads of extras.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well,
welcome back as we delve back into a very mixed sporting bag over the next couple of weeks. We've been enjoying watching the men's Proteas do incredibly well against stiff opposition against India. Now it's time for the ladies to step up, and in a big way. With the Women's World Cup right around the corner, teams are doing everything they can to hone those skills, get matches under the belt in preparation for the tournament, of course, playing out in New Zealand. Now, South Africa are no different as they prepare to take on the West Indies in the first of 4 vital, I'm going to say, ODIs starting next week. And with us this morning is a young superstar who's also one of the most experienced players in the team, which blows my mind. It's Protea's women's batter, Laura Wolfhard. And of course, Mike is sticking around to chat. Laura, very good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well, thank you.
It is always so good to connect with you guys. We've got to really pat you on the back for the incredible effort that the ladies team has put in over the last 2 years, despite how difficult it's been. We have seen you finally getting the accolades that you deserve and rising. I think the trajectory is perfect at the moment. But I've got to ask a personal question, because I'm all about developing the game within younger structures. And I know you've achieved a huge amount already, but if I can ask you to take it a step back for any of the young girls and young boys that are watching right now, where did it all begin for you? How did you get into cricket and develop this love affair?
Well, in school when I was about 5 years old, I was friends with a lot of boys, and they naturally started playing cricket in primary school, and I just didn't want to miss out on any of the fun, so I tagged along. And yeah, I just ended up falling in love with the game. I didn't really care that I was the only girl there. I just thought it was so much fun at break time to go out and play some cricket. So yeah, it just went on from there, and I just kept on playing and kept on enjoying it.
That being said, where was the turning point? Because you now sit within a very elite pool of cricketers in the world. I think your entire team has leveled up considerably over the last 3 years. But what was the turning point, that magical moment for you, where it sparked, where you really were able to take it to the sphere that you're in now?
It was probably end of matric. Before that, I was kind of just always playing cricket for fun. But it was only really end of matric when I had to start deciding between cricket and uni that I really clicked that this could be like a proper career option for me going forwards. Yeah, and like you said, the way that our team is going now, it's really become a reality. And with the World Cup around the corner, I'm really glad I made this decision to be playing cricket, because yeah, I wouldn't want to miss that for anything.
No, completely.
Laura, if we could just sort of fast forward a little bit from there. You made your debut for the national team at 17. I was not making my international debut at 17, that's for sure. And fast forward a little bit further than that, you're 22 now, but still very young in terms of age. But in terms of experience, you're one of the more experienced players in the side. Is that sort of a weird thing to wrap your head around, and to find that balance between leading some of the younger players coming through, but also showing that youthful exuberance that at the top of the order with the bat as well?
It is a little bit weird, because I'm kind of like a senior player game-wise, but I'm not really a senior player age-wise. But it is quite a cool position to be in, I think, experience-wise, because at my age, I've quite a lot of experience in quite, you know, a lot of different conditions and game situations and that type of thing, which I think most 22-year-olds don't really have. So yeah, I'm very fortunate to have been able to play so many games at my age, and hopefully I can play a lot more in the future.
Laura, well, I'm trying to concentrate on what you're saying, but we're watching a loop of you cover driving at the moment, and it's just pure poetry. You have one of the most beautiful strokes in the game at the moment, and we're hoping now that the team is feeling just perfect in terms of the build-up to the World Cup. But you've got a little bit of a speed bump in the form of the West Indies, a very strong side who you've had some success against before. How important is this preparation match? If we take into account how difficult the last couple of years have been for all of our cricketing sides, how important, and where is the focus now ahead of the West Indies?
Yeah, these games will be super vital for us. The last time we played international cricket was actually against the West Indies last year, September. So it's been a long off season. So I'm really excited to get going. And yeah, I think just figuring out just different combinations and who works where, and just fine-tuning a couple of things. I think, yeah, will be super vital in these 4 games against them now.
Laura, obviously the team as a whole has done extremely well over the last couple of years. You guys are up to 2nd in the ODI rankings. Do you think that maybe puts a target on your back come the World Cup in March? Do you think teams are going to be gunning for you guys in the likes of Australia as well?
Well, I think no team will take us lightly. We have world-class players who have played in all of the leagues all over the world, so everyone knows what we can do. So yeah, they won't be taking us lightly at all. And I think if we just play good cricket, then we can beat anyone on the day. I don't think we're the favourites going in. I think teams like Australia and England would be the favourites and expected to win. So I think we're more of a dark horse team. So if we can just come in and upset 1 or 2 big teams and make those semi-finals, then yeah, then anything can happen from there. And maybe it's just our year.
Laura, are you going to win the World Cup?
That is the plan. I really, really hope so.
Oh, man, you've got 2 super fans in the corner here. It's just been a pleasure watching a highlights reel of you playing the amazing cricket that you play every day, every time you step out there. I love the fact that we're a bit of a dark horse in this tournament, but you have proven your mettle time and time again, individually and as a team. So please pass our best on to the rest of your amazing cohorts, and good luck ahead of the West Indies ODI series and, of course, the World Cup. But we'll certainly be watching closely. Don't forget how much we love you, and we are so proud of you. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
She's so good, man.
Really.
Hey, have you ever hit a cover drive shot that
I wish. I dream of cover drives like that.
Oh, man, there are a whole legion of young cricketers dreaming of cover drives right now, but of course sending the Proteas ladies all the best of luck ahead of the World Cup.
With so many sports happening this weekend, it's time to get our Friday night snack ready. After a long, hard week, the last thing a mom feels like doing is cooking up a storm on a Friday night and the kids are this way, and mommy, and all of those things. I get it. So our moms are already juggling so many responsibilities during the week. So with simple and quick Friday night eats, we have got you covered. So instead of worrying about the cooking, moms can rather take their time debating what movie to watch and enjoying the family time. Maybe a board game or 2. That'll be great. But we have a very vibrant and magnificent and incredible chef, somebody who I completely look up to because she's wearing heels. We've got Chef Michaela, who is back in our kitchen, showing us how to make a simple, quick, and delicious Friday night meal. It shows you what heels can do. And what's on the menu, Chef? Welcome, first and foremost. Nice to see you again. Yes, I'm ready. We have like minimal ingredients, which is great. I can tell.
Like, it's literally just meant for us talking. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we do well.
Okay, so here's the thing. Let's start off with this. Now, there are so many moms who are just trudging through the week, and now they get to Friday night.
Yes.
I feel like the way you unwind will help a mom unwind too. And I know because you?
Because I'm basically like a mum.
And yeah, basically.
I've always been like one.
Well, yeah.
I don't think I've ever been a kid.
I actually, you know what, on the way into work this morning, I actually saw Michaela drive in, and she drives like just nice and slow and steady and very responsible. Yes, she totally does. So just give me an idea of like how to unwind, you know, just help a mom out.
A quick and easy meal.
Yes.
And then you go take a nap on the couch while your kids watch TV.
Perfect. I love that. Cartoons?
Yeah.
Great.
What does everyone watch? That
Ben 10.
That pig. Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig, yes. Peppa Pig. Okay, that works. I like that. And oh, what is that?
You need this.
Is this a puppet? Oh my word, is this for the kids? You can totally do it for the kids. That's it.
You need that though to take our secret ingredient out of the oven.
This works great, eh?
I just want to tell you something right now. On the Feel Good Breakfast Show, you should be listening, kiddies, because this is going to be for you.
Thank you so much. In fact, Simply Chicken products are made for real moms with real chicken.
Yes, it is, girl.
Simply Chicken products contain no pork and no added MSG.
What's MSG?
It's bad. Quick and easy to prepare and can also be air fried. Don't forget that. I mean, air frying is a game changer.
It is indeed, girl.
Thank you so much. Do you need me to use this for something?
Yes,
besides
you need to
puppet?
take
Oh, I
the
thought
nuggets
so.
out.
Great.
Wait.
Yes.
Can you burn yourself?
I'm not going to burn. Oh, do you want to? Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, thank you. You see, you just look after me. You care about
Mum.
me. But thanks to this, I got the puppet And essentially, I've just put this into the puppet's mouth. It's burning. I'm sorry. It's okay. Right.
Mature.
Very mature. But I mean, this is fun. I mean, I feel like while you're cooking with the kids, you gotta have to like just, you know, do something fun in the kitchen, make a tomato joke or something with the kids while they're doing their thing. I think it's great. I also got something to do over here, right?
You have to chop those gherkins.
I will chop the gherkins, no problem.
Yes.
So, chopping gherkins, that's great. We'll do that now for you. But I think I want to just get a roundup as to how to get those rounds.
Oh.
That's right. That's cool. That was funny, Carl. Thank you. Right, so how do we do that?
So, we had some white bread.
Yeah.
But then our kitchen fairy, Kelly, used all of it.
I saw her. I think she ate it.
She's hating us.
She chowed it. Yeah?
Okay, so what you do is you take a slice of square white bread. Square white bread. And if you don't have a cookie cutter, which I think a lot of people don't, you can use a glass.
All right.
Because it's round. Actually, you could do this in any shape you wanted to. I want to be cool and say, like, you should do it round. But also, if you wanted a heart-shaped one, you go for gold too.
So, like, you can use the cookie cutters for that, right?
Yes.
The bread. Okay, awesome.
Then you take your bread and you just basically slice it out. So I'm just going to re-slice over that one. See? There we go.
Perfect. Let's assemble. Because I want to make sure that we get it one assembled before we wrap this up and give all the details and share the ingredients on expressoshow.com, which is, they're actually there, by the way, if you're wondering. You know, you're welcome. I've got it. So we've got the gherkin cut, sliced beautifully.
Yes.
AKA mild dill. Ooh. And now, you're welcome. And now we've got, what are we putting on there? Some
mayo.
Mayo.
Some tea sauce.
Yes, tomato sauce always makes things better, especially
because kids love tea sauce.
That's right.
It's weird how much kids like tomato sauce.
I was telling Chef Teresa the other day that like tomato sauce is like the truth. All right, what else do we have?
We have some butter lettuce.
Butter lettuce works. Dum dum.
Yeah.
And then
we have a nugget.
Nuggies works for me.
I love chicken nuggets.
Me too.
Yeah.
Nuggie, and then you're going to do cheese.
Cheesy cheese. Oh wait, no, we forgot our tomato.
Tomato. And we're good to go. Okay, while you assemble that, I actually got something very exciting, which is a competition. So just to let you know, you can actually keep your weekend meals very tasty and simple with Simply Chicken. Now, to get your hands on this delicious recipe, I mentioned to you, expressoshow.com. For more quick and easy recipes, follow @SimplyChickenZA on Instagram. Now, remember, you can win an instant Vortex air fryer every week. It's a game changer. With Simply Chicken, all you need to do is simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram page and tell us your #RealMom fun things you do on the weekend stories. You not only stand to win this amazing air fryer, but also a chance to tell your story on Expresso and automatically be entered into the draw for the grand cash prize of 10,000 Rand. And don't forget to include #RealMom in your answer, and the competition does close at midday today. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com, the only place to be. And if you missed the steps to this recipe, guess what we have for you? Guess, it's a recap. Go check it out. This is beautiful.
to your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso on S3. It is Friday, and we have singer-songwriter Carli J who's made a name for herself both in South Africa and abroad with hit singles like Crazy, Just Saying, featuring Matthew Gold, and most recently, Just Doing Me. And she's not stopping anytime soon with her most recent release, Authentically Yours, promising to be your go-to summer track this season. But let's take a look at some of her talent.
What you get is what you see, and I'll always be authentically yours. What you get is what you see, and I'll always be authentically yours. Authentically yours. Authentically yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see why it's a summer go-to track.
You understand what I mean? It makes you want to do the Vidum, which is a dance move from yesteryear that I can show you later. But it's fine. But please welcome Carli J. Yes.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Welcome.
Thank you. It's so nice to be here again.
No, it's great. It's been a while. I'm not sure. We have to actually catch up, you know?
Catch up with you.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we must. Coffee later, hey?
Yes. Have you not had coffee yet?
I've had tea and honey, you know, that kind of situation going on.
We also had tea. It's a more mild sort of wake up, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's slower and easy. But
I've got the energy. So
I know you do.
I don't know if the coffee is, we'll get it later.
We checked out the sound check. That was very energetic. But it's been a while since we had you on the show. In a nutshell, let's catch up for a second. What's been happening? What's been happening in your life as well? Besides the new singles, anything else that we need to know about? Because I know that you're also an industrial and organizational psychologist too, which is great. So how's life been?
Life's been really good, hey. I mean, it's been a challenging 2 years for everyone, but I'm really excited to be seeing the end of that.
Yeah.
But I've had a wonderful time, like really trying to make lemonade out of lemons that were given, you know, and I've been writing music, recording in studio, collaborating online with my collaborators in Canada and in Los Angeles, and it's been great. And I've been busy working in the consulting world as a psychologist, building new programs. So, yeah, I feel so blessed. It's been really exciting. I think, just grabbing life, and yeah, I guess that's my message today.
I'm so fascinated that you've also got, well, you're in the industrial and organizational psychology sector. How do you find being able to balance, like wearing the different hats of now I'm a performer, now I'm the professional? Like, are you hoping to one day let one of the hats go, or are you going to try keep balancing it out?
I think I can't really see my life without either of the two, because I just find I receive so much fulfillment from being able to share both passions in my life and like have an impact in the world in both directions. And I think it keeps my brain stimulated, you know, the business side of music, the business side of organizations, and then just the creative outlet to share and express my feelings, emotions, write music, be in studio, connect with people. So I see quite a strong like connection between all the things that I do, and they really just make me very happy. So I think I'll just continue balancing them. And I think when I step into one space, I have to take a moment to just be like, okay. Okay.
I get it. When you're consulting with regard to your organizational psych, I'm sure it's you're tempted to sing, performance management, best practice to people, and then just go for it. Looking at a boss and say, authentically, I know. It's great to actually have that bridge. In fact, it works. Org psych and performing, because there's performance management within org psych, so this works, right?
Yeah.
But let's focus on Authentically Yours. You saw I got lost in it earlier, and it just shows you how easy it is to get lost in your music. Give us a bit more about the track and what's behind it.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I'm so glad to hear you say that. I wrote the track when I was on a songwriting trip in Canada, in Toronto, and it was the most fantastic week. It was literally, I was there for a week, and every day I was in studio with a different group of people, amazing people, all of them. And this particular track, I was working with really amazing collaborators, Rob Wells, Shoba, and Vince DeGregorio. And we got into studio and they're like, what do you want to write about today? And this word authenticity was just really resonating with me. And I think probably from my background in psychology, which I tend to draw on a lot. And I just wanted to share the feeling of just being you and being real and being. I really believe that we can all gain the greatest level of success when we work from a place of authenticity. So, yeah, the song's about not sweating the small stuff, just being who you are, like being real and just enjoying the moment and just being sincere. I think that's really important. So that's the message I wanted to share.
Oh, but I mean, we just shared a tiny snippet of the music video, and I always get so fascinated with the behind the scenes of a music video. How long did it take you to put that one together? Because it looks like it was probably days. It's beautiful the way it all came together.
Thank you. It was lots of fun. I had also a lovely team of people working with me. The actual preparation is always a bit more tedious. The actual shoot happened in one day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were all focused, let's get this done. We knew exactly what we wanted. We let the creative juices just happen as they went. And yeah, very proud of the final product.
It's going to be fantastic to see the final product because you know what? Instead of getting a music video, you're going to be performing live on your Feel Good Breakfast show. So stand by for Carli J Myers live to make sure that you get exactly what you need to start your weekend as we get on to two beautiful men who are authentically yours.
We're trying, man. We're trying to be. We're authentically like each other.
I know, I like this,
I feel like we're kind of twinning a little bit this morning. No, we love it, man. Why do we love it so much? Because it's the weekend. It's time to get into the vibe of a smooth weekend. And one way to do this is with a smooth Tropica, because there is nothing smoother. We've proven it. We've proven it.
There's nothing smoother than inviting your friends to join in on this. So why don't we do exactly that? Let's invite Carli J and Zozo into the building.
Yeah, we actually planned the walk-in.
I see that.
Yes.
That was smooth.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, it's good, man.
It was the flying V.
Yes.
It was beautiful, man. Okay, so if you guys are planning on getting into your groove this weekend, which I really suggest you do, you might want to try the Smooth Trigger Dance Challenge. It is doing the rounds on social media at the moment. We've even had a little bit of an attempt at it, but before we show you that, let's set the scene here, set the premise. Let's take a look at this Smooth Challenge.
Oh, that one.
Bless you. I just want to keep saying bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you, bless child.
Very, very smooth stuff there from Victor. We absolutely love his smooth flow. But of course, we had to step it up and do our own Tropica smooth or not smooth trigger dance challenge. And that was the Expresso edition. So let's take a look to see if it was smooth or not so smooth.
It's going to be good.
Let me know.
Hi, go.
I like the clap. Beautiful.
That's our team. I love that synchronicity, man. That's a team right there.
Wired into there, man.
I could feel the unity in that. There was a touch of sinusitis. It was fantastic.
Yeah, bless you. Bless the crew.
All the boxes
by the way.
are ticked.
Bless the crew. Zoe, have you still avoided doing this challenge?
I'm still sneezing. I'm just feeling out.
She just does the hay fever part of it. So it doesn't end there. We also challenged our beautiful sister show Afternoon Express to do this particular little smooth challenge. Did they live up to the challenge? Well, let's take a look. Yeah. And it wasn't only the millennials that were doing it there. It got everyone involved. Well done. Is there a particular accent you'd like to apply to that? I don't know. You can go anywhere.
What accent was that, Ryan?
That was my semi-Jamaican.
He's Irish Jamaican, man.
So have you never been to Barbados?
I'm the worst one with accents.
Oh, my word. Didn't we just go to the Eastern Bloc? We were like, I don't know.
From Transylvania. Your accent is Transylvanian. We've now established it.
And Island.
Oh, man. I know it's not official, but the guys who can't dance have attempted it. We did it yesterday. Okay,
Meerkat came out.
Meerkat
Perfect.
came out.
That's
it was
great.
lovely. But you just look like you are ready.
I'll sneeze in the background for you.
Yes, you've got a professional
sneeze in the background for me. Is that all you're going to do for me?
And she'll do it perfectly. She's really good at it. It'll propel you. So please, get on your feet.
I knew that when we flying Veed in here, that they were going to make us dance today.
No.
It's official. And you like officially like our presenters, best dancers. So you
Let me see Tabiso.
But
Yes, we have.
When our floor manager said to me, you guys are joining them, I was like, I'm not dancing.
That's exactly what she said, and then we still came here.
She's going to climb inside inside the basket in a moment. All right, buddy. This is representing all of us, eh? It's not just this little team, it's the whole Expresso team. You should have known.
So they put the mat here for us.
Come on.
For you, Wasty.
No, for us.
Go.
Okay.
Go, go, go.
All right, Mr. Wasty Pants.
Send us away into
Can we get that music?
Where's Zoe?
Bless you.
Sneezes.
Bless you, nice.
Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa. Bless you. Hey, that beat was not ready for
Hey, that's how you do it. That is how you do it. Now we got a tissue.
Have you've been doing that all the time?
I just
Is that
watch
how
you
you
guys
just
do
move
that
around?
now.
Hey? That's how you do it. You just move around your day like that. When he gets in the car, he just gets in the car like
I think it's important that, you know what, you two started the show with a wiggle this morning. I had to add something. There's a proper wiggle I had to. So I just did what I needed to do just to make sure that we're there. But, I mean, not too bad, right? It's fine.
I think we smashed him. I think with that last edition, we smashed Afternoon Express. But it's up to you guys at home. You've got to tell us who your favorite is. Get onto our socials and tell us who is the smoothest of them all at our Tropica Smooth or Not Smooth Trigger Dance Challenge.
How about you?
Sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Hey, you might want to have a little sip for that, Carl.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm still trying.
Orange, good for
Okay, so is it
vitamin
Afternoon
C?
Express? Is it Expresso? It is all up to you. Maybe you at home have better moves than us. You're going to have to prove it. Get onto our socials and show us the Trigger Challenge. And most importantly, if you're wanting a smooth weekend, get your hand. You did leave me one, thanks. I was hoping I was going to turn around and be like, get yourself a Tropica, have a sip, because ultimately there is nothing smoother.
Say it in your accent.
There's nothing smoother.
And Zoe?
And Zoe, your accent?
Oh, it's very smooth.
It's very smooth.
Your Tropica available in Transylvania. Get yours today.
The other day, Junior with the big hair went for a haircut. Smooth. Things were looking good until the power cut out.
Not smooth.
But don't worry, he called it a half pineapple. And now it's a trend.
Nothing smooth.
Tropica.
Made with love by Clover. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're still live with Expresso. The first hour of the show has flown by. We are being blown away by the sound checks from Carli J. You've got a performance coming your way in just a moment. But right now, let's get back into those official duties with the news headlines.
Let's do that. Thanks a lot, G. And let's get on to those news headlines for you on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And starting off with matriculants. You can access your results on various media platforms, including the SABC from today. However, the Department of Basic Education has encouraged learners to visit their schools today to collect the official printed statement with their results. Matriculants are reminded to have their examination number and identity document with them. The Director General of the Department of Basic Education, Matanzima Mweli, said The department had approached the National Coronavirus Command Council to ease COVID-19 restrictions in order for schools to return to normal. Meanwhile, the Minister of Basic Education, Angie Motshekga, has announced that the 2021 matric pass rate is 76.4%, which is a slight improvement on that of 2020. There were 211,725 distinctions, an increase of 19.3% from 2020. The Free State was again the best performing province with a pass rate of 85.7%. Gauteng was second at 82.8%, and the Western Cape achieved 81.2%. Motshekga said it's important to note that for the past 10 years, matric pass rates have consistently been on the rise. On to international news. Peru has demanded compensation for an oil spill that has been dubbed an ecological disaster by its government. A tanker owned by the Spanish oil company Repsol was unloading oil at a refinery when unusually high waves from the volcanic explosion near Tonga caused the spill. More than 6,000 barrels of oil leaked into the sea. Environmental group Oceana Peru said the oil along the Pacific coast of Peru was affecting species of birds, as well as sea lions, otters, and dolphins, and also the rare Humboldt penguin. Now, still with animal news, twin baby elephants were born this week in a rare event at a national reserve in northern Kenya. They are only the second set of twin calves ever to have been encountered by the local conservation charity Save the Elephants. The last known case was recorded in 2006. Charity founder Dr. Ian Douglas Hamilton said this was a critical time for the calves, as the last set of twins born 16 years ago had not survived long after birth. Quite often the mothers do not have enough milk to feed them both. And next, I'm going to keep it with the animals. Adorable gorilla moments you just cannot miss. Now, staff at the Cleveland Zoo in Ohio in the US were recently overjoyed when the first western lowland gorilla in the zoo's 139-year existence was born. But a roller coaster ride of health issues awaited tiny baby G. Interesting. When his 23-year-old mother, Neka, didn't show appropriate maternal care, the troop's eldest female, Frederica, 47-year-old, instinctively took over caring for the newborn. Baby G weighed little more than a kilogram at birth and contracted pneumonia, so he had to be separated from his family for treatment. 2 weeks later, weighing nearly 3 kilograms, he was reintroduced to his surrogate mother. Staff anxiously looked on as Frederica sniffed him for a few minutes and then picked him up. And since then, she has barely let him go. Surrogate mom Frederica continues to impress zoo staff by bouncing baby G and displaying all the material instincts, so should I say maternal instincts, she had before she was removed. And the other gorillas, including father 24-year-old Makolo, also welcomed the baby back into the group. And being daddy-o, he keeps a watchful eye. A sweet story, so beautiful, but let's get on to sport headlines. Here's baby G.
And he looks just like me first thing in the morning as well. Absolutely beautiful story there. Unfortunately, not the most positive note to start on our sporting bulletin this morning as we delve into cricket and a drama that kicked off yesterday. Cricket South Africa has charged Mark Boucher with gross misconduct after he was accused of racism by former teammate Paul Adams. Now, the charges stem from the findings made last month by the Social Justice and Nation Building Ombudsman, who is looking into alleged discrimination within the sports national governing organization in the past. Now, the Ombudsman's report also criticized current CSA Director of Cricket Graham Smith and former national team captain A.B. de Villiers. The report said selection decisions made during their times as captain of the side were prejudicial towards black players. South Africa are, of course, gearing up for their second of 3 ODIs against India later today, confounding many in terms of the timing of this particular inquiry. Then on to football. Defending champions Algeria were eliminated from the Africa Cup of Nations at the group stages after losing 3-1 against the Ivory Coast. Frank Kessie, Ibrahim Sangare and Nicolas Pepe all finding the back of the net. The results saw the Elephants advance to the knockout phase as Group E's winners. They'll face off against Egypt on the 26th of this month. With the group phase now wrapped up, some of the other last 16 ties see Senegal play surprise package Cape Verde, Nigeria take on Tunisia, Nigeria and Cameroon square off against the Comores. Then staying with football, this one a little bit further afield though. Diogo Jota continued his fantastic form this season. He fired Liverpool into the League Cup final against Chelsea as the Portugal forwards double sealed a 2-0 win at Arsenal in the semi-final second leg. So Jota put Liverpool on course for Wembley with a first half strike, and then he clinched their berth with a late second goal in North London. Then Jurgen Klopp's side, they'll face Chelsea in that final on the 27th of next month. They'll be in action again on Sunday though in the Premier League. That's as they travel to Crystal Palace. Then fellow cup finalists Chelsea, they'll be up against Spurs in what must be the standout clash of the weekend. Then our top four rivals, Man United and West Ham, they also do battle in a crucial one on Saturday. That's tomorrow, while Man City, they're away to the ever-present danger of Southampton. Then on to rugby news. Springbok Sevens head coach Neil Powell expressed his happiness with the way his team prepared for the first Spain Sevens this weekend, while captain Sheikh Soizwapi said they will look no further than the first game on day one. That's their formula. South Africa won the last 4 tournaments in the Sevens series, and they head into the weekend a full 10 points clear of Argentina in the standings. That's after 2 rounds in this season. The boys kick off their campaign against Scotland later this afternoon before playing England, our old foes, and a bit of a hoodoo side for us. That's tomorrow. It's also a very special weekend for Soizwapi, who becomes just the 13th South African player out of 183 to reach an incredible 35 tournaments. Let's hope they get the W to seal the occasion. Well, that's a wrap of your sport for now. We'll touch on those headlines again in just under an hour. Right now, though, let's bring you up to speed with the latest on the weather front.
Thank you, Graham. Let's look at your weather. With heavy rains that have claimed lives and caused intensive damage to property, infrastructure and the environment, and as a consequence, the National Disaster Management Centre, the NDMC, has classified the recent damaging rainy weather in parts of the country as a national disaster. 80 lives have been lost and severe damage has been caused by flooding, leading to sinkholes and landslides. The Department of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs spokesperson said the decision to classify the weather pattern as a national disaster came after consultation with all provinces. The NDMC has been working closely with the provinces and all affected organs of state. Now, Mtsalali, the spokesperson, said the classification was done to confirm that the situation is regarded as a disaster and of a magnitude that exceeds the capacity of affected municipalities and provinces to deal with. The public is urged to observe weather warnings issued by the SA Weather Services and to practice safety measures in the face of continuing rains and floods. Now we're moving from some weather news to your sunrise views. Long-standing contributor and photographer enthusiast Ntokozo Theo Makatini from Joburg kicks us off for our 7 a.m. update with this cloudy shot showing off the sun casting an orange glow in the distance. And then Shane Yankees from Neisner shares this silhouetted photo showing off the blue sky filled with scattered puffy clouds. Well, thank you for those beautiful sunrise photos. If you would love to share one, please do so on the Expresso Facebook page. Let's head on over to Limpopo. In Polokwane, your low is 13, your high 27. Mbombela 15, reaching a high of 25. Pretoria 15, 31. Johannesburg sunny with a high of 28. Mahikeng 16 with a high of 30. If you're in Klerksdorp, 14 is your low, 31 your high. Kimberley 19, 34. Bloemfontein 14 with a high of 32. Richards Bay 20, reaching a high of 29. Pietermaritzburg 14 with a high of 29. Durban 22, also reaching a high of 29 degrees Celsius. Mthatha 14, reaching a high of 31. East London 21, reaching a high of 28. Cradock 17 with a high of 35. Gqeberha 21, reaching a high of 26. Moving to the Western Cape, if you're in George, a low of 19, a high of 23 can be expected. A sunny day in Cape Town, 19 your low, 28 your high. Worcester 21, 39. Sutherland 16, reaching a high of 33. And if you're in Uppington, expect a low of 23 and a high of 35 degrees Celsius. Well, that's where I leave your weather for now on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Thank you so much, Zoe. Well, we've got the beautiful weather. Let's get outdoors. Let's go and explore. And we can make it a lot easier if you experience Red and really unlock summer with Vodacom's Red plans and some amazing giveaways. And get this, the first 1,000 to switch to Red this summer will enjoy a free one-night stay at any Protea hotel by Marriott.
Oh, that is so cool, man. You know how good these places are. You've been to a few, right?
I've been all over South Africa. We've both been lucky enough to do a lot of traveling. Where would you go now if you could? Because you've done a little bit of everything with your holidays.
I think what still stands out for me is all these locations on the garden route. There's it just makes for like the perfect spot for you to travel around and just explore, adventure, and take in all the magic, man.
Yeah, and you got the creature comforts. I was thinking about, because I haven't been able to do a proper beach holiday here, so I might do a Schlange, do something like that.
That is a nice one.
But I do love the garden route so much. It is beautiful. There are so many amazing places. Maybe the Midlands.
Oh, now that is a
bit of a meander, man.
Proper adventure.
Oh, well, speaking about travel, have you travelled anywhere exciting over the holidays? And what are the travel plans for 2022? We want to know from you guys. Have you got anything on the bucket list?
I'm taking it as it comes, man. I'm just planning to definitely go out. I mean, this weekend I'm going up the West Coast. I haven't really explored that area a lot. I've been doing so much on the other side. So I want to see what else South Africa has on offer. So that's definitely going to be on my list for this year.
Oh, man. Well,
so look, it's going to be a fun one, obviously, G, like we said. And you know, with Vodacom Red Rewards, there are also some amazing travel benefits to unlock. Yeah, you heard correctly. Now, that's depending on your Red plan. You can explore local and international destinations with discounts of up to 50% off on accommodation at the Marriott Hotel Group. And that's up to 15% on Fly Saf Air, as well as 10% off Intercape bus tickets. And you can get up to 50% off Emirates flights worldwide. Yeah, that means you can go international.
Yeah, and that makes a big difference. That is saving you thousands along the way. So please think about it carefully. Think about those plans, and let's get you there. Experience Red and unlock summer with some amazing deals from Vodacom this summer. Now, Emirates, that's international flights. Maybe we're thinking small here. Maybe
I'm thinking Europe, baby.
Switch to Red. Enjoy a free night stay at any Protea hotel by Marriott this summer. Further together, Vodacom.
It's time for some entertainment. You know that it's Friday. We love Fridays. And this is why we are joined by the incredible Carli J. Myers. She's made a name for herself both locally and internationally. And the songstress will be performing this particular track. It is a remix of her track, Just Doing Me, featuring Max Hurrell. So please, just do you, relax, enjoy, move the coffee table. It's Carli J. Myers.
Dancing in my own light when I'm spinning around. You're always at the back of my mind. I gotta live my own life. I'm just doing me right now. Just doing me right now. I'm just doing me right now. I wanna be free to be me, I don't wanna miss a thing. I wanna make friends with strangers, baby, trust me. You're the one that I want, and my intentions are good. There's beauty everywhere, and I wanna fall in. I see smiles and bright eyes every day, tall trees and a pink sky. I'm just doing what feels good, dancing in my own light when I'm spinning around. You're always at the back of my mind. I gotta live my own life. I'm just doing me right now. Ooh, and loving every minute of it. Ooh, I'm just doing me right now. Just doing me right now. I'm just doing me, gotta follow my rhythm. I don't mean to be insensitive at all.
Did you not feel that like there was a rhythm there that I know that is in your body? I know you could feel it. Carli J will be doing a lot more for you when it comes to Feel Good Breakfast Show a little bit later, so stick around. We'll also have so much more action. Your Friday is starting the right way because you're with us here on S3.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso. You're live in S3, and I need to introduce you to some incredible people on a project that you're going to need to watch ASAP. Now, published in 1991, Francine Rivers' best-selling novel, Redeeming Love, is finally seeing its big screen adaptation. We've been waiting. Now, following the tragic childhood of Angel, who was sold into prostitution at a young age, the film explores whether a love can break through a life filled with brokenness and betrayal. I want you to take a look at this.
You are not here.
She's something to see, ain't she?
There's never been a moment you were forgotten.
That's Angel.
You are not home.
No one gets within a foot of her for free. I have to meet her.
What's your pleasure, mister?
I didn't come here for that.
I hear you whisper underneath your breath.
You're gonna marry me. Take me away from here. Give me the life I deserve. I've got too many demons. I don't know how to love.
You cannot choose the life you have, but you can choose the life you want.
Okay, the reason why I'm smiling right now is that I have the incredible actors who have brought that to the screen, and while they were watching it, they were reciting their own lines. I mean, that's commitment to the cause. Now, with many parts of the Western Cape looking a bit like Northern California, the movie was shot in Cape Town and features several South African talents. We're talking about Lauren McGregor, as well as Dania de Villiers and Paul Snodgrass, as some of them, and they're joining us this morning to share more about being part of this incredible film. Welcome, talented people.
Thank you.
I love how you chirped in with your own line in the movie. I mean, come on.
It wasn't actually my line.
Oh, okay, well, there we go. So, Lauren, you play a character, I believe it's Elizabeth Altman.
Yes.
I would love to know the depth of this particular character, because I do believe, Dania, also, you are playing a character, the eldest daughter, Miriam.
Yeah. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So let's talk it through about your character. I'd love to know who she is, what she's about.
Well, basically, we play the Altman family.
Yes.
And Angel and Michael save us on the side of the road. Our wagon's broken down, and I am heavily pregnant. So they take us in and show us kindness. But what we, I think, teach Angel is unconditional love and non-judgment.
Dania, I just saw your eyes float up there like,
Yeah.
You know, usually when an actor is on our couch and there's like a twist that we might be going to. I know, I feel that from you. But in terms of, I mean, your character, let's take a look and profile that for a second and the connection to Angel as well.
Oh, yeah, she's a very sweet, pure and sensitive, very close to her family. And her background is completely different to Angel's background.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it was so incredible being part of this. I mean, it's set in the 1850s and those sets and wardrobe is absolutely out of this world. So, yeah, absolutely amazing.
How old is your character, by the way?
My character is like 16, 17. I was 17 at the time when we filmed.
Oh, so you actually spot on age, because usually they'll take like an older actor who looks young to play a young character.
Yeah.
But that's like with Paul Snodgrass's character as well. Clearly, I mean, you look 24, so you obviously have to play an older character.
Man.
I'm just saying, come on.
Come on, but the silver fox is coming
You
through.
look great, dude. I mean, come on now. So it's 1850s, Gold Rush, California, and looking at the landscape that we have here in the Western Cape and just adapting that to California. I mean, how easy was that adaptation? Also, the American accents, being in a Western Cape where you just want to say "away" all the time. So how did that go?
Well, you got to say y'all now.
Y'all.
Look, I think the amazing thing about arriving on a set like that is you don't have to act after a while because you're in these amazing costumes, you're in these beautiful saloons, and it's like there's so much dust everywhere, and when someone says action, you're gone and you're there, man. So there's something beautiful about being on such a well-designed set with a great director like DJ Caruso, and you're just there, man. It's a lovely experience. And working with someone like, I work with Abby quite a lot. She plays Angel, and that's a very talented young woman. So it's very nice to act with people like that. You're there.
It's so exciting for me to know that it's Western Cape, it's an adaptation, California, and I feel like it's important for us to get the taste buds tantalized. So Lauren, just from your side, if anybody were to pick this movie up, you know, what type of description would you give it? If you're looking for, is it intrigue? Is it a thriller? Is it...
I think it's a love story, but it's based on hope and forgiveness, but ultimately love. And I think it's a beautiful, beautiful story for people to go and watch. And the fact that it's set filmed in Cape Town, world-class sets, world-class costume design, it's breathtaking. We got to see it on Wednesday night for the first time, and it is absolutely magical. So, yeah.
Clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. You know, it's important. You have to do that. But you know what? We will be catching up a bit more about the film a little bit later, and also trying on some of the accents that you used in the film, which I'm very excited about. And that'll be later, as we got some incredible actors from Redeeming Love. You're going to see that very, very soon. And talking about movies, Zoe is standing by.
Can I just say Redeeming Love is my all-time favorite book?
Ooh!
Yes, it is. Well, we're not talking movies with JP Sebastian, and these are the movies currently on the big screen right now, or as you would call it, the circuit. The circuit.
Do people still do that? I'm one of those standards, not grades type persons.
Okay.
Feeling myself aging as
Yes, I feel like that too. Because the last movie I went to go watch was actually with Wasty Into the Spider-Verse. Is it that one? Spider-Man? Spider-Man? No Way Home? That one?
Didn't make much of an impression on you.
No, I loved it. I loved it. Loved it.
Cool.
Okay.
But actually, there's something I want to ask you, and maybe we'll ask it by the second segment because it might make the hamster wheel turn a bit. But like last year, like what was a movie that like put on the waterworks for you, hit the spot for you? You got to tell us maybe by the second time we meet this morning. It sounds. Oh, yeah, exactly.
I've been to one movie. And that was last year.
Okay, Redeeming Love is for you. But if it's not Redeeming Love and you're standing outside the cinema trying to make up your mind, here are some of the options still on circuit.
Okay. Well, let's start off with Parallel Mothers that's currently on the circuit.
Pedro Almodovar is such an incredible director. The last thing that South Africans might remember him directing was Pain and Glory with Antonio Banderas, who is one of the most overlooked people, you know, whether it's Puss in Boots, which he's hilarious as. This time it is a return to Penelope Cruz, who previously did Todo Sobre Mi Madre, Not Without My Mother, Volver, etc., etc. So they've had a long partnership for many, many years. And what Almodovar does is really sort of quite humanizes stuff that we think should be to checkbox, you know, this is exactly what a life story should be like. Parallel mothers, two mothers, and I've heard the story a couple of times, sharing the same ward before they're about to give birth, and they form this bond, these complete strangers, because they're going through the same travail. One of Penelope Cruz's character feels like she is totally confident and has no remorse and no regrets about having the baby that she's having. They're both single mothers. The other one is a bit younger.
Okay.
And she's on the rocks. She's in a lot of fear about whether this is the thing that she's capable of doing. So, totally humanizing and probably what everyone needs right now. Anything that, you know, not everything has to be like explosions and fireworks, although his camera work, oh man, it's so pretty, a lot of what he does. So yeah, the story of, and I keep saying this word a third time now, I'll say humanizing. Being a mother has got to be extremely hard. Everyone's expecting you to soldier through it and be a champion and like...
Well, that's how the world is portraying it. And then it's only now more recently where moms are actually like, why did no one tell me this?
Yeah. And so you take that sort of mantle off it and you go, heck, you can feel regrets too.
Okay.
You can feel like years have been taken from you or whatever.
So this is definitely a movie you need to pack the tissues for. Parallel Mothers, currently on the circuit. And up next...
We'll find another word for it.
Well, currently on the big screens, The Lost Daughter.
Yeah, again, this seems like mommy issues we're having here. Maggie Gyllenhaal, you know the actress?
Yes.
Jake's
sister.
Now, I think Jake gets to be called the brother because she's a director as well. Also wrote the screenplay for this, and it is getting huge kinds of accolades and acclaim from critics all over the world. So yes, Maggie Gyllenhaal, director, and most important person there is Olivia Colman, who is just a star on the rise, even after all these years that she thought, well, you know, maybe acting wasn't for her. Wins it for The Favourite. What an incredible actress. Dakota Johnson's in there too. Jessie Buckley, who we last saw in a Charlie Kaufman movie on the famous streaming service. I can't say on TV for whatever reason. The Lost Daughter. Olivia Colman finds herself sort of enamored, transfixed by this other young mother again while she's on vacation. Seen, I think, a lot of herself and the stuff that she thought, oh, you know, I made mistakes raising my daughter in this way. I was not attentive enough to myself in this way and that way, and having a child, you know, made her feel like she was being pulled apart, etc., etc. So it becomes not just this sort of compassionate, oh, it feels like you're walking the same walk I was doing, but at the same time, Olivia Colman seems to recess into a darker past that she might have had with this family member of hers, these remorse, these regrets. So it's half, I think, thriller, half definitely drama.
Oh my gosh, did not expect thriller to be in there.
Stuff emerges, stuff recedes from the swamp of memory, and we'll see if she can hold it back. But this is also on circuit.
On the circuit. Another one on the circuit is Spencer. I know we're running out of time here. This is one you reviewed last year for us, where you, with Kristen Stewart.
That's right.
And I think she did a brilliant portrayal of the late Princess Diana.
Have you been able to...
No, I haven't. I was supposed to take my mom, and then we never got to...
From enough that you've seen, you can say that off the bat. She and weirdly was not nominated for Screen Actors Guild Award.
Really?
Hopefully she does better at the Oscars, but Pablo Larraín is such a great director, and in his hands, and an actress as talented as she is, she doesn't need to be sighed around by a famous director or anything like that. Looks like she pulls off something very special in here. So I have to mention these movies because it seems like it's going to have its last weekend in SA.
Okay.
Grab it while you can. All of these, by the way, are going to be during the award season that we're going through right now. A lot of people like to catch up on the movies before the Oscars come around, late April. So here's your last chance, I think, to see Spencer this weekend on SA.
There we go. Well, JP Sebastian's not going anywhere as we take a look at all of the movies currently on the big screen or on the circuit, as you want to call it like that. We'll be back with him a little bit later to take a look at the rest of the movies currently showing. It's nice to be back with JP Sebastian as we continue to talk movies on your Feel Good Breakfast show on S3. These are the movies currently on the circuit, on the big screen. We're going to get through as many as we possibly can, starting off with West Side Story.
Steven Spielberg doing a musical. He's first. Incredible when a director goes, you know what, I've been in the game like decades. Why not try something new? Good grief. So I don't need to tell you Steven Spielberg is right. Jaws, E.T., Saving Private Ryan. Totally diverse set of movies that he's done. And this looks truly to be a cheeseball magical. So Ansel Elgort on the left there, Rachel Zegler on the right, but it was Ariana DeBose actually who was nominated for Screen Actors Guild Supporting Actress Award. We'll find out if she wins or not in 28th of Feb. Good grief, this looks pretty.
I saw a tweet from her. I think it was quite amazing how the timing worked out. I think it was in 2019 when she found out she got the part, and then in and then the exact same day, 2 years later, she found out she got the nomination. It was incredible.
You know, the kind of faith or just the sensibility of a director like Spielberg to go, that's the one, because she doesn't have any background of her own necessarily in major movies. I think I checked her IMDb, she's got nothing. But he's the kind of person who's able to spot talent within the first couple of seconds of meeting the person. And just look how pretty this is, man. Like, I'm not even huge on musicals and whatever, but you know that you've got something special in your hands with as people as talented as the people who are working on this. That was... So yeah, I'd probably go out of my way to see this one, and maybe we still have more time in SA, but right now this is doing the rounds and won't have many more weekends left of its own. West Side Story.
I love a good musical. I will be honest, the only movie I really struggled to ever watch was La La Land.
There's a huge retrofit to that. People going, wait, were we overexcited? Because there was so much hype.
There was a lot of hype to it. But now let's move over to another movie that's had a lot of hype as well as a lot of backlash, House of Gucci.
What's some of the backlash you heard?
The people from Gucci weren't impressed with the movie of themselves.
Oh, which is interesting because Salma Hayek is cast in it. She's married to, I think, the present head of the House of Gucci. Yeah, even though she's a great actress, that's how she found her way into. But yeah, you're right. There was a huge amount of drama, and characteristically and perfectly, I suppose, for a dramatic family.
And Lady Gaga, of course, just doing the most.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that movie with Bradley Cooper. She did that. She was so good.
A Star's Born. A Born Star.
Yes, A Star's Born. That's right. No, the first one made a heck of a lot more sense. A Born is Star, honestly. Sorry.
Born is Star. Some people aren't born stars.
I guess.
In their mom and dad's eyes.
Some people aren't born to speak English, I guess. Adam Driver, who for a lot of people obviously is Kylo Ren. Usually he's made his start with Girls, remember? Lena Dunham show. Ugh. But House of Gucci, Ridley Scott is another director. This is the guy who directed Alien with Sigourney Weaver. This is the guy who did Gladiator, and he just, you know what, like in his old age, he's just like, you know what, I'm list to do a movie about high fashion and drama with Al Pacino. Jared Leto is nominated for Best Supporting. He gets to be a total wacko in this again. And sometimes the guy does too much, but I hate to admit because he's not my favorite, but he is good.
Okay.
He's a good actor. She's a great actress as well.
House of Gucci.
Clearly discovering something about herself that it just takes the right director to go, you've got it. Trust yourself, and yeah, that's why she's nominated for SAG too.
So I'm going to be a little bit selfish here. We've got 2 movies to get through. King Richard, but I want to hear The Matrix, so let's quickly get through King Richard so I can hear what you have to say about The Matrix.
So what's that you're a Matrix fan? King Richard, Will Smith, he's previously did Pursuit of Happiness with this director as well.
Yes.
He did, what was it, Concussion, where he was the coach who was investigating football concussions and stuff like that. It was sort of like a non-memorable kind of thing. That's why your face went blank, like you were just concussed when I said...
He's done a few of those movies where you just...
you're like, okay, that's not going to, stick in the memory or whatever, but he obviously does bring everything he can to it. But shame, the dude's been driving for Oscar glory, and it seems like this is the one that might nip it for him, where he plays Venus and Serena Williams' dad, King Richard. Richard Williams, I suppose, is his proper name. Looks like, for all my, saying, oh, it's Oscar bait and all that kind of stuff, he does look like he puts in the work.
Okay.
And how dare I say that about an actor as established and storied as Will Smith, who, by the way, was going to be Neo before Keanu Reeves.
Really?
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Turned down The Matrix.
Wow.
So tell you what, let's find out more about that Matrix.
Okay, because you said you were super duper excited. The original The Matrix obviously had a huge impact in your life. How did you find this one?
Oh no, I see camera people throwing thumbs downs. This is so depressing for me. Oh, Carl Wasey throwing the thumbs down.
Oh. Oh, so were you disappointed? What was your experience?
Unfortunately for me, these are just previews. I've not seen The Matrix I've been living in my own Matrix bubble.
Okay. So maybe it's better you don't go and see it, then you'll always have that bubble without it being popped.
Yes, I'm going to try and construct
Being
for myself
oblivious
this fiction that the movie was actually good. Because people are saying it's quite butt, unfortunately. But to the credit of the Wachowski sisters, they get to do what they want usually. They're not so many movies that we see. It's panders. It's like, oh, what does the audience want? Blah 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 blah. But it's strictly, it seems like its own thing. Okay. Whether you love it or hate it, they're definitely doing their own thing on the Matrix Resurrections, also on circuit, also on the biggest screen. Oh, he's telling me to rap, not on.
There we go. Okay, well, while JP Sebastian is giving away behind the camera scenes, we're going to wrap this up. And if you want to go see any of those movies, this weekend might be your last chance to do so.
Now, if you're looking for some positive vibes, more positive vibes, accompanied with a very catchy tune, an earworm, in fact, that's going to weave its way in. It's going to stay with you for the rest of the day. You've come to the right place. We're in studio with singer, songwriter, and all-round wonderful human being, Carli J. And we've been privileged enough to see her when she started, to see where she's gotten to now, how much she's achieved, and just how awesome and authentic she is to herself. And that's what we love the most. And in fact, she's going to help you get into that same vein right now with her latest single, It's Authentically Yours. Take it away.
Woke up late, can't find anything. Probably left my keys in the car again. I'm in a haze, but that's okay. That's okay, that's okay. Half did I spill my coffee? It's a good day if it's not on me. I don't take it too serious. I ain't got no cares, no worries, no rush, no hurries. It's just life. I ain't got no cares, no worries, no rush, no hurries. It's just life. What you get is what you see. I'll always be authentically yours. What you get is what you see. What you see. I'll always be authentically yours. Authentically yours. I'll always be authentically yours. It's alright to be an all-night dreamer. Kinda loving what I'm seeing in the mirror. I like my flow natural. Yeah. Negativity is so whatever. Make a change that'll last forever. I decided that I'm gonna be happy being me. No cares, no worries, no rush, no hurries. It's just life. It's just life. I ain't got no cares, no worries, no rush, no hurries. It's just life. It's just life. What you get is what you see. What you see. I'll always be authentically yours. What you see. What you see. What you get is what you see. What you see. I'll always be authentically yours. Authentically yours. I'll always be authentically yours. Goodbye, bad vibes, hello, positivity. 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 What you get is what you see, and I'll always be authentically yours. What you get is what you see, and I'll always be authentically yours. Authentically yours. I'll always be authentically yours.
Beautiful. No bad vibes at all, please. It's ahead of the weekend. Authentically Yours is available for download.
Absolutely.
Yay, we love it. I got to commend you. You are undoubtedly one of the hardest workers in the industry. I don't think people understand how hard you have to push your new music and what you've got to do to get out there. And I love the fact that we've stayed connected with you from the very beginning. Oh, man, it's so awesome. I feel privileged. And it is such a privilege having you here again today. Thank you for the new music.
Thank you so much for having me. It's really been wonderful.
Oh, man, we absolutely love it. Carli J. Myers. All new music, old music, all of it is there for download. So please get online, go and support local music at its best. Love the groove, the production value was amazing. So good to have her in studio. You can let us know on our Expresso Morning Show Facebook page what you thought of that performance.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. You're live in S3. This is Expresso. And we're back on the couch with the cast members from Redeeming Love, a book-to-film adaptation that is releasing nationwide today. Dania de Villiers, Lauren McGregor, and Paul Snodgrass are part of the several actors who are part of this incredible South African film. And I'm telling you now that it's featuring some talents that you're going to meet right now. And they're flying them Zanzi flag high. We're going to get to know them a bit better in terms of the career. And maybe if you're an aspiring actor or actress, I feel like you need to listen to their advice. So let's start off with the talents over here. Paul, I want to start with you this time because I'm just seeing you. Your beard looks really great, very good looking.
I could be a World War I general at the moment. Yeah.
Well, you could do any character, but you're also a comedian.
Yes.
And being in this industry, as hard as it's been over the past 2 years, juggling these things, diversifying your portfolio, so to speak, I mean, how has that been for you, trudging through what is quite a volatile South African industry?
Not fun. Yeah, the last 2 years has not been fun, but I think, weirdly enough, actors are used to having a few bad months a year, so we're bred for this. I'm more worried about my doctor-lawyer friends that have never had a really bad month and don't know what to do. So, and also, we work in an industry where we're all empaths, so I'm lucky. I got some really good friends that you can chat to all the time. So we got through it, and things are getting better at the moment. Yeah. Things are picking up. There's some big films and TV shows about to shoot in Cape Town, so it's back.
Yes. You said to get off the list.
Touch wood.
Yeah. Get off those lists and then, you know, give us the work, actually, internationally. I feel it's important that you know that there are actors and actresses here and comedians and people who are just ready to entertain the world. Now, Dania, you also have been in the industry for a while now, despite your youth. You've been in Nia and the Lion, which is an incredible, you know, just a piece for you. Tell me a bit more about how that really shaped the way you saw the industry as well and how you kept on going.
Sure, yeah. So I started working in the film industry when I was 12.
Yes.
And me on the white line, I mean, completely changed my life. So, I mean, I grew up with lions for 3 years, and it was an incredible life-changing experience. But I've learned so much over the years in the industry, just learning to skill myself, always ask questions. And I mean, I've learned so much on set, especially when working with amazing characters and people, yeah. And we have such amazing talent in South Africa when it comes to crew and cast. So I'm so grateful for opportunities like Redeeming Love, coming to film in South Africa. Yeah.
That's great. And I mean, you have to diversify too. You could be an actor and a comedian, or you can be an actor and a singer. For interest's sake. I know you don't necessarily want to talk about that right now, but you are also a singer, correct?
Yes,
and you also have a single out now, don't you?
Yes, I've recently released a new song called Gold. So.
And you'll be performing that sometime soon on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso.
Definitely,
Thank you. I just want to make sure that the invite's open. You understand, we love up-and-coming artists, and we want to make sure you get the platform. So we'll talk later. Lauren, over to you. Black Sails. Fried Barry, which had such acclaim, you know, that niche horror film. How have you found the industry? I know it's been a tough ride for you, but you've had some experiences. What is your hopes for the South African, acting industry, so to speak?
Well, like Paul said, there's a lot of big shows and movies coming to film here this year. So, hopefully we book the jobs.
You will. I know you will.
I had a baby, actually, on the first day of lockdown. So, I was 38 weeks pregnant.
Wait, hold on. You mentioned that there was a scene where you were super pregnant in Redeeming Love.
Yeah.
So that wasn't prosthetics?
No, I was 38 weeks pregnant on my last day of shooting, and my son was born on the 27th of March, so the first day of lockdown. So it was quite an experience. I was like, stay in. Don't come out.
That is...
Yeah, so it was quite an experience, and Daniel was with me, and everyone was just so lovely, making sure that I was comfortable in that heat in Stellenbosch.
Oh, my goodness. But, I mean, there's prosperity this year. I feel there's a lot of positivity around, this year, 2020 because we're going to do the things we love. We're going to get the gigs that we need, and we're going to make moguls of ourselves in our own rights, and we're going to do that. I just believe that. Redeeming Love out today. I feel like we need to just do something, a proper promo. People don't really understand the accent that you guys have used in this film. So if you don't mind answering some questions within the accent of your character.
Oh, my God.
Redeeming Love. Right, let's go. You better get it back. Lauren. Redeeming Love. What's the main reason, in a sentence, for you to go watch the movie?
Ooh, because I believe my American accent is pretty spot on, and it's something you should definitely go and see.
Nailed it.
That's your turn. Okay, go for it, Dania.
Yeah, so I think it's a really great story about unfailing love, and I think it's something that's going to be really inspirational for people to watch.
What? What? That was amazing. Paul, take us home here. Redeeming Love. Why watch it?
Well, weirdly, I have to sound southern. So, the reason to go watch it is I get punched in the nuts.
Thank you so much, Lauren, Dania, and Paul. You guys are amazing, and I wish you the best 2022 ever. Book those gigs and continue flying the flag for the South African film industry. You really are great ambassadors. So thank you for joining us on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. We'll be right back with a few messages here from, we got Rao and Graham standing by, making sure that you are feeling entertained on S3.
Yeah! Someone punch that man in the nose, please.
I just wish that Zoe was here to fill us in with her accents. I think she takes the cake.
I know, she could have.
She's the winner.
We could have taken that whole story and transplanted it to Eastern Europe. Can you imagine how different the story would be with a bit of a Jamaican influence? Oh, goodness gracious. That's why we stick to doing what we love doing most, and that's helping you win. Man, we are giving away a lot, and it feels like 10 grand here, 10 gigs there. It just
you getting money,
stop.
you getting a prize, you getting something.
Everyone gets data. No, we love it. So we want you really, from the bottom of our hearts, to experience Red and unlock summer with Vodacom's Red plans. And as we've covered at length, amazing benefits. That can be from unlocking amazing travel deals, those lifestyle rewards, to even get this, unlocking the chance to join Jay Something in a virtual cook-off. Look at that face. Does that not say, virtually come into my home?
It is, it does indeed. I mean, who would not want to join him for a fiesta of food making, of course. Now, Vodacom is giving away 10 gigs of data each week for the month of January to help kick off 2022. So we asked you this question. We asked and wanted to know what dish you would love to cook with Jay something. So let's take a look and see some of the comments that we received before we reveal our lucky winner for the week.
I love it. So it felt like yesterday it was all about the curries. Everyone was like, spicy food. I don't even know if he likes spicy food, but let's see if he likes Manisha Murgas's suggestion. She says, I would love to cook a 3-cheese, spinach and mushroom creamy pasta served with sweet corn, mixed veggies and tuna. She's put a lot of thought into that. Nice.
Oh, a lot of nice ingredients going into that one. And I wonder if you might like Belinda Sumker's one. She's doing a vegetable lasagna, and she says it's her absolutely favorite dish ever. Smells delicious, although I can't even smell it, just the thought.
Yeah, and crispy cheese on top. I love it. Well, it's that time to reveal the unbelievably lucky winner of this incredible opportunity. Drum roll, please. Our winner is Noma Swazi Kumede. Noma Swazi, congratulations. You're going to be having a very intimate virtual dinner with an incredible human being. We love Jay something, and this is the comment that won her that opportunity. She said, my favorite dish would be sump and beans with lamb stew.
Ah, it's a
simple,
classic.
beautiful, delicious.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that, of course. It just resonates with Mzansi as well, and I've got to say, well done, Noma.
In every accent.
Yeah, well done. Well done. Well done. Now, you remember, you can also win a 10 gigabyte each. And this week is January. We're doing it with Vodacom, so don't miss out on the next competition. The question has been set, so we're waiting for your answers. Come through, and you can also be a winner.
Or a winner.
Some people just choose to experience life the normal way, while some choose to experience life the red way.
Experience red and unlock more this summer. Further together, Vodacom.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso on S3, and you are just in time as we get another performance from Carli J Myers, who's been on our show throughout the morning, and this is her version of Taylor Swift's Lovers. Here you go.
The Christmas lights up till January. It's our place, we make the rules. wants you. I've loved you 3 summers now, honey, but I want more. Can I go where you go? Can we always be this close? Forever and ever, and now take me out and take me home. You're my lover. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand? With every guitar string scar on my hand, I take this magnetic force of a man to be mine. Lover, my heart's been borrowed and yours has been blue. All's well that ends well to end up with you. Swear to be over dramatic and true to mine. Lover, and you'll save all your dirtiest jokes for me. And at every table, I'll save you a seat. Lover, can I go where you go? Can we always be this close? Forever and ever, and now take me out, take me home. You're whoa, you're whoa, you're lover.
Carli J. Myers on your Feel Good Breakfast show. I'm a huge Taylor Swift fan. Now I'm a huge Carli J. Myers fan. That was beautiful. And you know what? Wishing you all of the best on your journey. It's beautiful to see you go from song to song and single to single. So what a beautiful performance. It's now that time of the morning for us to take a final look at your morning headlines.
Great performance, and thank you so much, Zoe. Let's get into the final update for you on the news front. Now, members of the Gauteng Emergency Medical Services, or EMS, are to participate in a 3-kilometer protest walk today in Ekurhuleni following a number of attacks on paramedics in the province. On Tuesday morning, paramedics were attacked at gunpoint and robbed in Reiger Park, Boksburg, while responding to a call of a woman in labor. A similar incident occurred in the early hours of Wednesday, where a crew was attending a medical call in Eersterus, Tshwane. MEC Nomathemba Mokheti said attacks on paramedics was simply unacceptable. Matriculants can access the results on various media platforms, including the SABC, from today. However, the Department of Basic Education has encouraged learners to visit their schools today to collect the official printed statement with their results. Matriculants are reminded to have their examination number and identity document with them. The Director General of the Department of Basic Education, Matanzima Mweli, said the department had approached the National Coronavirus Command Council to ease COVID-19 restrictions in order for schools to return to normal. On to international news, Liberia's President George Weah, a former FIFA World Player of the Year, has declared 3 days of mourning following the death of 29 people in a stampede during a church service held on a football field in the capital, Monrovia. Weah visited the site of the stampede and said regulations should be put in place to ensure services known locally as crusades were held in a safe environment. Hundreds of people were at the gathering, organized by an influential pastor, when the stampede occurred on Wednesday night. On to Peru. Peru has demanded compensation for an oil spill that has been dubbed an ecological disaster by its government. A tanker owned by the Spanish oil company Repsol was unloading oil at a refinery when unusually high waves from the volcanic explosion near Tonga caused the spill. More than 6,000 barrels of oil leaked into the sea. Environmental group Oceana Peru said the oil along the Pacific coast of Peru was affecting species of birds, as well as sea lions, otters and dolphins, and also the rare humpback Humboldt Penguin. And wrapping up on a very positive and inspiring note, Sazi Bongwe is the envy of so many at the moment, from high school students with dreams of studying at a top university abroad. Sazi Bongwe's journey is undoubtedly a masterclass. The 18-year-old who was head of school at St. John's College in Johannesburg in 2021 and matriculated with 9 distinctions has secured admission to America's top Ivy League university, Harvard, for the 2022 academic year, which kicks off in August. Sazi's average mark in matric was 95.9%. And he also built an impressive extracurricular portfolio throughout his illustrious school career. Sazi tweeted a picture of his family by his side, saying that getting into Harvard is crazy for me, but the smiles of these people on either side of me are all that matters. The reality is that applying to study abroad is a complex process, especially for South Africans. But if one starts planning early enough, it's very possible for local students to realize their ambitions. Traditionally, Harvard has exceptionally low acceptance rates. In 2021, it received over 57,000 applicants, but only accepted 1,968 students, and Sazi made the cut. What an achievement, and we just salute what is a great story. And maybe for you, that story will inspire you to tell you that no matter what your circumstances, your dreams are yours. Go out and do whatever you need to in 2022, and all the best if you are collecting your results. The world is your oyster, and from all of us at Expresso, have the best and most prosperous year. As we get on to weather, Ryle is standing by.
Thank you so much, brother. And of course, congratulations, Sazi, and the rest of the matrics as well on your incredible results. And we do wish you nothing but the best. But for now, let's take a final look at the weather this morning. The SA Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for the Western Cape, stating that conditions at sea would be rough between Cape Point and Plettenberg Bay. Now, in the past few days, the province's beaches have been battered by large waves, damaging waves, and this is all due to strong winds. Now, the winds between 50 and 70 kilometers per hour resulted in rough, choppy seas and wave heights, which reached some 7 meters in certain areas. Now, the NSRI is appealing to the public to be safe around coastal waters, with high temperatures forecast by the Weather Service for the coming weekend. Now, this coupled with the rough seas and huge sea swells due to a recent Southern Ocean storm, as well as the tail end of the recent full moon spring tide, which are all of concern. So the NSRI are also appealing to coastal bathers to only swim at beaches protected by lifeguards. And most importantly, parents should at all times ensure that their children are safe. Well, now from rough ocean news, we move on to some better views captured by you, our Expresso sunrise photographers, who are absolutely setting the bar this morning. And Msebisi Sele from Port Shepstone kicked us off this morning with this cloudy shot in his area, showing the sun breaking through the cloud cover while casting an absolutely lovely glow across the area. Majestic stuff indeed. And then moving on to Michelle De La Fontaine from Durban, who shared this moody morning shot, capturing the beautiful contrast between those dark clouds and the sun's rays cast as it peeks through the clouds. What a majestic moment indeed. 7 a.m., however, brought in Tokozo Theo Makatini from Joburg shot, and he shared this cloudy shot showing off the sun casting an orange glow in the distance. Somewhat of a dream indeed. And last but not least, Shane Yankees from Neisner shared this silhouetted photo showing off the blue sky filled with scattered puffy clouds. The contrast in this one is just absolutely beautiful. Mzansi and the rest of the world, thank you. Thank you for sending your pictures in. Thank you for making us smile, and thank you for sharing how you start your day wherever you are in the country, and keep bringing it through because we absolutely love it. For now, let's take a look at the temperatures across the country. Starting off in Polokwane, where the day starts at 13, moving up to 27 degrees. And Mobela starts the day at 15, moving over to 25 degrees Celsius. Pretoria starts the day at 15, moving over to 31 degrees. Johannesburg starting at 14, moving up to 28 degrees Celsius. Mahikeng moving over has a start of 16, moving up to 30 degrees Celsius with sunny skies expected. Klerksdorp, very similar, 14 being a low, moving up to 31 degrees with sunny skies. Kimberley, similar conditions, 19 moving up to 34 degrees being your high. And Bloemfontein, much the same, 14 being a low, moving up to 32 degrees Celsius. Richard Bay starting the day at 20, moving up to 29. Pietermaritzburg, 14 being a low, moving up to a high of 29 degrees. And then in Durban, sunny skies coming through, 22, moving up to 29 degrees. Mthatha starts the day at 14, moving up to 31. East London starting your minimum at 21, moving up to a nice warm 28 degrees Celsius. Credit Tok sees a warm day with thunder showers, 17 moving up to 35 degrees. Gqeberha starting your day at 21, moving up to 26 with sunny skies expected. George much the same with a 19 low and a 23-degree high. And Cape Town sees sunny skies with a 19 minimum, moving all the way up to 28 degrees Celsius. Haven't seen temperatures like this in a while though for Worcester, starting your day at 21, moving up to a scorcher at 39 degrees Celsius. Make sure you put your suntan lotion on and wear a cap. Sutherland, please, starting off at 16, moving up to 33 degrees to another scorcher in your side of the world. And last but not least, thunder showers coming through, but the heat does continue in Uppington. 23 being your low, moving up to a scorcher at 35 degrees Celsius. That's a roundup of the weather this morning. Again, thank you so much for sending your exceptionally beautiful pictures in. We love seeing how you start your day. And speaking of how you start your day, let's see how you start your weekend. Let's catch up with the rest of the crew.
Yeah, lest we forget, it's the weekend, baby.
Worcester at 39. I know what you're going to do this weekend. Find shade and water.
Yeah.
Yo, it's hot.
And wear a hat. Just wear a hat, even indoors, wear a hat if you can. Just know, in all seriousness, stay safe if you are getting out there in the sun. But we do love the fact that summer is still here. So we put it to you guys on all of our social platforms. What are you getting up to this weekend? Hopefully you can inspire us. Let's see what the people did say.
So, Albany Dyer, starting with you, just to relax and rewind.
I feel you.
Yep, that's what we do.
Actually, that's enough said. Enough said. Nick Lombard saying some much-needed rain. It's been 38 up to 40 all week. It's got to cool down now, please, man. Where do you think he is? Worcester?
Worcester, yeah, it's definitely going to be that. And then next up, we got Nasipi Elanga Ngwagwa saying to a relaxed and peaceful weekend, speaking our language once again.
Is this the vibe? These people, are they spent? People are already spent. They just want to chill. Mazette saying, good morning. This weekend, I'll be helping my younger sister with her schoolwork. Valiant. Really nice.
And so early in the term. I like that, hey?
Yeah, man. No,
Good
you've got to get ahead of the curve.
What else do we have here? We got Kodisimang saying, this one, good morning. This weekend, I'll be chilling with my family. Hence, it is my little brother's birthday today. Aww. Happy birthday, little brother.
Happy birthday, little man. Or big man. He might be 37 years old. We don't know. Just still a little brother. Great suggestions. I'm digging the common thread here. Relax.
Yeah.
Unwind.
Relax.
First week back, we've all got a bit of a shock to the system. We love it. Keep those comments coming. Let us know. Inspire us. What are you most looking forward to about the weekend? Because it's here. It's Friday.
Saturday, Sunday, what?
It's Friday.
Hello.
What's up? Hey.
Jungle Energy Bars with the goodness of jungle oats for when you're on the go. Now available in 2 delicious new flavors.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, you beautiful souls, it's the weekend and we are almost done with the magic, but don't worry, you can sit tight because we are continuing with it right now. And Jungle Oats is raising the bar with the new Jungle cereal bars, which are packed with dietary fiber and energy to keep you going at any time whatsoever.
That's right, and we caught up with the busy bee himself, Mr. Nature Boy, to find out more about his very, very active lifestyle and how he's raising the bar with the new Jungle cereal bar.
Try new Jungle cereal bars, bursting with real fruit, nuts and seeds with less sugar.
Well, look, my days can get hectic and they start early and end off late at night. And that means a very long day. Starts off right in the studio, delivering a lot of energy live to Mzansi. And then from there, we're training, we're juggling clients and everything else that happens in the day. What that means is that I need to be present no matter where I am. Whenever I rock up, I need to be grateful, and I am grateful. Why? Because I'm blessed with life. I'm blessed with an opportunity, and that means I get to enjoy every moment that I play in. Thank you, boss. Waking up at the crack of dawn is pretty crazy, to be honest with you, especially to think that some people are still in bed while we are up wide awake, ready to serve Mzansi. But I think the best part about it is that I get to do it with an incredible team. The crew out here make this job so much easier. They're always making us look good, so I've got a good support crew right here. Now, one thing I absolutely love about this job is that it's live. It's early in the morning. It gives you that raw, authentic energy. And I've got an incredible amount of co-hosts that make the job that much more fun. And on top of it, we get to serve you, Mzansi, and the rest of the world live right here, giving you all the feel-good energy that you absolutely need. I mean, what's not to love about being a part of that?
Nice one.
Cheers, guys. Oh, what a beautiful one. And I absolutely love this family. Now, that's a wrap on Expresso. It's 9 a.m. and it truly is an exceptional day. So that means you can continue with my day and head over to the beach. It's Musie's time for a little bit of surf. All right, so it's important to have a quick, easy, convenient, on-the-go snack. And these bars are just that. It's so important for me, especially because I'm always on the go. I'm always playing in so many different spaces. And especially for me, right after the show, I don't have to worry about what I'm going to eat. Loving nature and being active are like the medicine cabinets of my life. I open up the door to adventure, I open up the door to health, and it allows me to truly enjoy everything that I'm involved in. I think it's so important to fuel ourselves correctly, and not only physically fueling yourself, but mentally fueling yourself in beautiful natural spaces. Some people might say that my days are long and hectic. For me, it doesn't feel that way. It just feels like it's full of adventure and fun. I think the most important part about making sure that you can endure and go through the entire day with so many activities involved, you have to love what you do. What an incredible way to spend the morning out here in this beautiful big ocean. It's an adventure full of fun and it's only the start of the morning, but I think it's time to step things up a bit. It's time to head to Sea Point Promenade and get our workout on.
Jungle cereal bars are such an incredible snack. For starters, the nutritional value is absolutely prime. It's got less sugar, it's low in sodium, there's good fiber as well as real fruit. So you know you're getting a good macro balance and you don't have to worry whatsoever about your fuel.
A healthy lifestyle is something that I have pivoted my brand on very strongly. It's important to me as well as the people that are constantly watching me on the show and in the public eye. I think it's been an awesome opportunity to encourage and inspire people to reach their own potential and their own goals. And that in itself inspires me to keep pushing myself to new heights.
Oh, yes, man. Pumped up, fired up after an epic workout in such a stunning location. I mean, what more could you ask for? Now, there's one more thing I want to do to capitalize on this beautiful day, and that's fetch my hockey bums, that's my husky, and head down to his favorite place, and that is the mountain. There's a saying that's so important to me, and that's look good, feel good. And especially when you feel good, you allow yourself to be in such a better space, both physically as well as mentally, and especially when it comes to mental health. Right now, there's so many demands put on us. We are living in such a difficult time, especially with all the chaos going around us. I think it's so important to lay down your roots, to get some grounding, to seek confidence in yourself and your ability. And in that way, your mental health will follow suit and allow you to enjoy the spaces that you play in. The relationship with my dog is absolutely special, and he has been one of the most incredible adventure buddies I could have ever asked for. There's so much love between us. We bond on the mountain, we bond in some beautiful spaces, and I can always count on him and rely on him to be my buddy whenever I need that pick-me-up in the day. Earn that view, eh, boy? Whew, and what an absolutely magic day out here in the sun. This is summer in my city, my hood, and of course doing it the way that I like, moving and using this beautiful vessel to take in all of the magic. You ready for some more, boy? Yeah, let's go.
Try new Jungle cereal bars, bursting with real fruit, nuts and seeds with less sugar.
Look at you and Harkin, going on all kinds of adventures.
So much fun. I think I've done a few of these activities before, but it keeps feeling like it's the first time. It's just like fun. It's just a beautiful day out, and to be fueled and not worry about anything, it's like I can just enjoy life, man.
Aww.
More of that, please.
Well, hopefully you will have more of that too for 2022.
What's beta-glucan? Hello, do you know what beta-glucan is? What is beta-glucan? No one knows what beta-glucan is.
Beta-glucan is a natural fiber in jungle oats that helps lower cholesterol and keep heart well.
Jungle, do life with heart. Try new Jungle cereal bars, bursting with real fruit, nuts and seeds with less sugar.
Lots of energy over there, show morale, and of course, we need energy to start our weekends. And I'm very, very happy to announce that this is our first Friday dance for 2022. I've been waiting to say this to you properly for ages. Move the coffee table. We got Devolution Dance Fam who will be opening us up and making sure that we are here for the business of starting our weekend. Such business they had to wear suits. Take a look.
That's why the Owens salute us. Some people say that we, some people say that we, and now salute us, salute us, salute us, salute us, salute us. Aroba salute us. That's why the Owens salute us. Some people say that we do, some people say that we do us, and now they salute us, salute us, salute us, salute us, salute us. Youngster CPT, what my name is. Cops not Banslag celebration. CA, I'm a crazy Arabian. District number 6, Cape Town, and Malaysian. Got married to the game, inevitable Pacific. Taking over the Cape like I'm Jan van Riebeeck. War with the Buddhas, feeling like Anglo. Staying on the ball like the pirates from Orlando. Why Jin Texas? Why Jin Gachi? Hey, cause she buy a party. Scaralima grasses, stick it to the party. Nickname Yati. I'm a bad man, she got the bomb like Sarki. I see the bam-bams got the buskin'. You could be my queen like Elizabeth. Yes, it's in every competition there's a loser and a winner. Beef is a waste of my time, bonita. I ain't Helen's yellow, I'm the mayor and the premier. Pause over dinner, the chips and Viennas. The can get package, you don't have these. The way I'm dressed, you think it's la barra. Young and Aroa salute us, that's why the Owen salute us. Some people say that, some people say that. And now, salute us, salute us, salute us, salute us, salute us. Aroba salute us, that's why the Owen salute us. Some people say that, some people say that we do us. And now, they salute us, salute us, salute us, salute us, salute. When they see us, they salute us.
Happy on the asset social, man. Loyalty over royalty, y'all niggas know the vibes.
Kill this beat.
Whooped it. My side of some movie. Blue cheese. I swear I'm the blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like blue sleep. Buy my chicken like it's a two-piece. You can have your back, she a groupie. She just all my kids in a two-seat.
Now that was hot. You thought Worcester was hot. This is hot, especially when you dance in suits. It's very hot here, but it's okay. Devolution Dance Crew will be back on your Feel Good Breakfast Show in the next couple of minutes, so don't go anywhere and leave the coffee table away, right? We're still going to get dancing. Stay there. You guys are amazing. Well done, man. Devolution Dance Crew!
Summer is as endless as you want it to be this getaway season with your Marriott Bonvoy Stay Longer on Us promotional offer. Get 20% or more off standard room rates when you stay 3 nights or longer at participating Marriott hotels across this magnificent land of ours. To find the participating Marriott hotels at your dream destination and just how good things get when you stay longer on us. Book now on emea.marriott.com.
Well, we're in the beauty room, which means we are talking all things us. It's new year and, of course, a new you. And it's also time to refresh your skincare routine for the new year ahead. Nox Mafu, our beauty editor, joins us in studio for her selection of products designed to address daily issues such as dehydration, aging, and hyperpigmentation. Nox, it's so good to have you back here.
It's so good to see you too. Like, it feels like I'm in my happy place, which is just this room.
I wish you can smell this room right now. It's smelling incredible, and I have a large feeling it is not smelling like a summer breeze. I wanted to know from you, what are your must-do summer beauty tricks?
Well, hydration is important off the bat. I think even this weekend is going to be a scorcher. So I really want to remind everyone, drink your glasses of water, 8 glasses minimum. So hydration is a big part. SPF, obviously, have that always in your bag. Exfoliation is a great way to get rid of dead skin cells. And of course, just make sure that you've got your hydrating mist. So if you can have something in your bag, at the office, something that'll add that extra layer of rejuvenation, those are the summer steps that you need for your skin.
And it's so important. Protect your skin. Wear the big fancy hats if you must. Don't forget the SPF. That for me is a huge thing.
Absolutely. Keep it in the bag. Reapply during the day because as you sweat, you lose that layer of protection.
Oh, okay. I love that you pointed out reapply. Now, you have got some really cool products that are your summer essentials that you're about to share with us. Where do you want to start?
So W Beauty kicks off with this amazing gel cleanser. Now, I prefer gel cleansers because I don't really have an issue with acne or like dry skin, whereas this is nice and malleable for all kinds of skin types, which is important, and it unclogs pores really well. So this W Beauty one, of course, endorsed by Beauty Without Cruelty, it gently washes away and clarifies the skin with such ease, and I love the size of it also.
Yes.
Really great for traveling also.
And I love the clean aesthetic that W Beauty has with their packaging.
Absolutely.
I'm a sucker for packaging.
Absolutely. So this is really great with those vitamins in there. Then, of course, if you're someone like me who loves to exfoliate, get rid of those dead skin cells, I love the Glow Peel-Off Mask. What I love about this, it's got vitamin C, which is great for like antioxidants for your skins, brightening and firming the skin. Then we've got papaya extract, which is also great for soothing and smoothing the skin. And then there's this ingredient called Lumina Gratanium. I hope I'm saying it correctly. But this is great for, you know, your natural, just to enhance that natural glow that you have in your skin. So this, once or twice a week on some damp skin, is a beautiful kicker for exfoliation.
That's something I've been doing is in the mornings I apply my vitamin C and in the evenings I actually apply a little bit of vitamin A.
Yes, and that is also such an important ingredient. So I'm glad that you've added that into your serums. Are all my favorite, but we'll talk about that another day. Then we've got W Beauty's Hydrating Face Mist. Also great for just during the day, even after some makeup. I mean, if you've had...
So I've got makeup on now.
Yes.
Please give me a little bit of a hydrating mist.
Now, this
can you use this as a setting spray as well?
Absolutely, you can. So let's just quickly try it here. So as you guys know, you know, Zoe's been giving you a great show all day, and just to keep that makeup on and active and you can carry on with the rest of the day, this is the go-to girl.
And it smells refreshing.
Exactly, and it's great for all skin types. It's not aggressive. Of course, there's always a focus on making sure it's clean beauty, so this is a really wonderful thing for that.
I love the keyword aggressive. I think a lot of people, I know you pay a lot of money for your beauty products, but there is something about if a product is too harsh for your skin, to rather, you know, use less of it, maybe use it less frequently or just swap it out for something that is gentle on your skin. And you'll know if your skin feels tight, that means the product might be too strong for your skin.
Absolutely, and I think that's a great thing, that a mist helps with that, but obviously you should definitely be using things that are gentle to the skin, and all these products are so easy and great for all skin types, so I definitely recommend.
Amazing. Now, Knox, final question.
Yes.
I'm big on my SPF.
Yes.
When do you apply your SPF, before or after moisturizing?
I say after, right? Okay. Because that is the last thing, that layer that's going to be exposed. And on top of that, like I said earlier, reapply. You should definitely be putting at least like 2 fingers of SPF and make sure that's how much protection we need. So afterwards, and keep reapplying.
There we go. See, I haven't been very good with the reapplying because I'm wearing makeup right now, but my SPF is on my face.
Absolutely.
Knox, I love talking beauty. I love talking fashion. That's why you're our beauty editor. And you can also refresh your skin with W Beauty's exclusive to Woolworths. You can shop it in-store, online, and on the Woolies app.
Stand a chance to win 10,000 Rand towards your child's school fees. Spend 500 Rand on schoolwear from Woolworths and swipe your My School card to enter. Entries close on the 23rd of January 2022. Shop in-store, online, or on the app.
Now, if you're looking for something fresh that's going to pop with flavor and perfect for the summer weather, Michaela, Clover, and I have got you covered.
So, we've had classic fashion from Timby, classic cars, thanks, Chad, and we've seen classic hairstyles. And you, Michael? Classic.
classic range from Clover. Timeless taste.
Made with love by Clover.
There is no denying it, the summer season. It calls for al fresco types of meals that can be enjoyed in the great outdoors, whether that's in the garden of your own home, which I think is the case for most of us, or maybe on a stoop somewhere, or even a beautiful forest. Doesn't matter. Get out there and experience the weather and do it. And of course, the al fresco type inspiration is here. We are going to be whipping up some classic whipped pesto with savory dippers. Not only perfectly suiting the way obviously this kind of weather and this style of eating, but they, I think, would make the perfect appetizer for any dinner party. These are exciting kind of Italian flavors with a bit of a South African flair, because we know that it's hot out there and we need to be able to enjoy these kind of finger foods. I love it.
And we
love it, love it, love it.
Clover.
We've got our dairy snack
over there, so that adds a bit of South African flavour.
It does, actually. It South Africanizes it. This is beautiful. I've been loving this combination, this flavor combination, for the longest time. So,
basil.
I've got a little bit of a job to do. You've got a bit of a job to do. Where do we begin?
So you throw your pesto.
Okay.
Bit of lime juice.
Okay.
That looks like a lime.
It does look like a lime. Yeah, no, that's a lime for sure.
Some salt and pepper, and some of our dairy snack.
How much of our dairy snack is going in? Eyeball it?
Eyeball it, yeah. Depends on how creamy you want it, in all honesty. Yeah. And I'm just going to brush some puff pastry, the ready store-bought one. Or if you want to be super fancy, you can do your own one.
But why?
Yeah, no.
but why is what I'm saying.
If you're trying to do minimal effort, just buy it from a store.
Oh, beautiful pesto. I suppose what I like about the clover is going to take the edge off the pesto. So pesto is quite a strong taste and an acquired taste for some. This will kind of soften the blow a little bit, give it a beautiful creamy texture. Okay, I'm just going to go.
We shouldn't have actually eaten that one piece of prosciutto in the break, because I realise now.
You ate it. You ate the...
What do you mean I ate it?
I ate it. I ate the prosciutto. I had to taste the goods because they just look so beautiful and delicious.
Okay.
Wow, look at that.
So I'm trying to MacGyver some of this.
Okay.
But you know, there's always that piece of fatty bit that like gets stuck.
Yeah,
and then you want to twist.
Okay.
And we twist.
Oh,
and we keep twisting. Woo!
Okay.
I went a bit crazy with that slice.
Well, it can be rustic. No, that's beautiful. I get what you're doing there.
There we go.
It's actually not too much of a stretch.
And then you bake it in the oven until it's golden brown and crisp. And then we also have some sweet melon here.
And I've been told, like, the sweetest of sweet melons.
Yep.
Excuse the noise. Just going to mix it up. Our beautiful whipped dip. Looks great.
Lovely.
Oh, bucket loads of flavour. Spectacular.
I feel like that needs a
I think that's good. Yeah, no, I think that's good. Oh,
and we're going to do the same with our melon.
It smells fresh and amazing. Beautiful. So it's very noisy.
It's not very mixed in that bottom part, eh?
It is, man. It's there. It's just a little bit on the side.
Okay.
You'll see. You'll see.
Nice.
It looks spectacular.
There we go.
That's beautiful.
Literally like we're done, guys.
Yeah. And that's it. When we say al fresco, what we mean is really, really easy.
Yeah.
By the sounds of it. No, this is like minimum effort, maximum results, which I love. So we've got our beautiful crispy twisties, and then we've got the sweet melon. What is it about this flavor combination that makes? Because this is
sweet and savory. It's always a winner. Yeah. And then you add that bit of like zing from the basil. We're good to go. Are you trying any of it?
I'm going to try it all. I'm just so proud of how quickly we arrived at these. So really, it doesn't have to take you longer than a few minutes, and you've got something that is going to really wow people if they're coming to your house for dinner, for lunch, for a picnic, for a brunch. Okay, while you twist that, I'm going to shift across to this guy and have a little taste of... I suppose I need to taste both, eh?
Yeah.
Because they're both amazing. So I'm going to start...
And because Nicole said that the sweet melon is great.
Yeah, no, Nicole, our head foodie, said that this is the best sweet melon she's ever had, ever tasted in life. I will put that to the test.
I can hear her saying in the back that it's juicy.
Might have been the thoughts in my head just coming out. It's juicy,
maybe.
it's sweet, it's delicious, but you're absolutely on the money that... Because this prosciutto is really salty.
Yes.
So it's got that intense flavour and the slight smokiness and the combination of the sweet and... Oh, beautiful.
Try one of the sticks.
Now I'm going to try one of our beautiful sticks with our gorgeous clover whipped dip. Okay, and while I taste this guy, if you missed any of the steps and you want to recreate this al fresco dining on a different level, this is how you do it.
Ooh.
Made with love by Clover. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Sorry, I've still got melon in my face.
I can tell, that's why I said...
What a beautiful combination.
It's great, eh?
Delicious, man.
Are you still licking the lips? Okay, so while you do that, you know that we've been asking you how you hashtag take your money seriously for a chance to win 5,000 Rand, and if they bank with Nedbank, they will get an extra 5,000 Rand. So we've been giving away basically 10,000 Rand maximum to individuals.
And our last lucky winner just happened to be a Nedbank client, so we were able to give her the extra 5 grand. Well, our second winner is here, and it is none other than Nicoletta Matlodi from Victoria. What a beautiful profile picture.
Look at that picture.
Wow. And she said, I'm planning my budget accordingly, and I avoid unnecessary spending. I stick to my budget, and I buy in bulk.
Smart.
Hashtag take money seriously. I dig that.
Yes. You know what? We actually have Nicoletta on the line. Nicoletta, welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. How are you feeling? I know, overwhelmed. By the way, why did you take all of your model pictures and post them up? I mean, these are very, very serious
That's quite
pictures,
a portfolio of pictures.
Proper.
Oh, thank you. I'll try that.
Nicoletta, congratulations. You have won 5,000 Rand. How are you feeling about winning already? I mean, what a way to kickstart the weekend.
Yeah, you'll make my day. I'm so happy.
Yay. Well, we are happy for you.
So Nicoletta, besides modeling, I want to ask you, do you also bank with Nedbank?
Yes.
Yay!
Oh, what does that mean again? Sorry, hold on. So we said we're going to give away 5,000 Rand, Graham, and then
I'm going to put it in the calculator. Hang on a minute.
Then you said we're going to give another 5,000. Just cross the...
So here's the deal, girls.
Yes.
Just because you said yes to that one all-important question, we're going to take that 5,000 Rand. We're going to throw it out the window.
Gone.
Okay? Gone.
You're taking the 5,000 Rand away.
We're going to reach into Carl's massive, massive pockets, yeah? He's got a giant pocket, and we're going to pull out 10,000 Rand. Nicoletta, you won 10,000 Rand! Come on!
Wow, thank you.
Oh, thank you for being a Nedbank client. That's made our day.
This is great. Well done, Nicoletta. And now you can now pose with your other modeling pictures with your 10,000 Rand, which is great.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
What are you going to spend the money on? 10,000 Rand. That's not change. That's a lot of money. What are you going to do with it?
I'm going to pay for my registration fee.
Oh, that is brilliant. An investment in her future.
Please continue doing that. Well done to Nicoletta, and all the best for the studies. And remember, now you can win up to 10,000 Rand too. With Nedbank this January, all you have to do is share a story of how you could avoid certain scenarios if you made better money choices and what you can achieve when you hashtag take your money seriously.
Oh man, and you can find the Nedbank post on Expresso's social pages. Pretty easy to find. And then just simply comment with that hashtag take your money seriously. Then you stand a chance of winning that 5,000 Rand this week with Nedbank to kickstart your year.
So plus, here's the thing, you know, as we did our little mathematics here, if you called live on the show as the winner and you bank with Nedbank, you'll get an additional 5,000 Rand, which makes, what, go back to your calculator?
Hang on a minute.
5,000, just
5,000 Rand is...
10,000 Rand! Come on!
Come on, that is awesome. So please.
Really excited. And remember, we are your cousins, so when you win, don't forget us. Thanks, man. And make better money choices. And don't forget that with the bank that takes your money seriously. So go on, head to our Facebook and Twitter pages now.
Please, man, it's that easy. You could be starting your year off on the right note with a great cash prize, but you can find all the terms and conditions on expressoshow.com. Is there anything left in that big wallet?
No, but how much is it again? What's it? 10,000 Rand! 10,000 Rand!
Never think 100 Rand is just a clipper. It's a fresh fade or prepaid electricity. It also gets you a gold credit card from only 40 Rand per month, and you still get change. So, do you want a bank that takes your money or a bank that takes your money seriously? Get a Nedbank Gold credit card that helps you afford more.
Oh, well, listen. I'm so excited. I can't even begin to tell you. We're about to show you the best chocolate chip cookie recipe, and it's not an ordinary chocolate chip cookie. No. It is the ultimate brown chocolate, but in fact, it's a brown butter chocolate chip cookie, and we're going to be sharing it and dipping it into some chocolate milk. Now, this is, of course, using our Clover fresh milk. This is a recipe that will make you a chocolate chip cookie junkie, in no doubt, and I don't think you realize how much I love cookie dough.
I've just figured this out because that bowl was pretty full.
It wasn't that full.
And it's like halfway done already. So I think we're going to have to make 2 batches here, one for you, all on your own, that we're not going to cook.
I love cookie dough so much that 2 years ago when it was my birthday, our kitchen fairy Nicole made me a cookie slice out of cookie dough with a candle on it. That's how much I love cookie dough.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully this does some justice to your cookie fetish. And I'm hoping that I can do justice to cooking these cookies. Cooking these cookies in the kitchen, all right. So I'm hoping that you can help me out because we've got a lot of ingredients, but I thought we also spruce this up and do something a little bit special. We obviously got our hero ingredient here, our Clover fresh cream milk, but we're going to turn this into a chocolate milk, all right? And it's very simple to do the following, okay? So what we've got is our Clover hero ingredient. I'll add just roughly about 2 cups into the pan. It should be nice and hot as it is.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. And then we're just going to add 2 simple ingredients. Number 1, it's sugar. We pop that in there. Number 2, we've got cocoa, popping it in there as well. And then voila, we stir that up, get that cocoa to kind of mix in the milk once it's fully mixed in there. You don't want to have any of those little bits. I know some people actually do like that, like drinking it and chewing a bit of that like powdery stuff.
No, I want mine to be smooth.
All right,
yes.
I got you.
And that's the nice thing about chocolate milk. It's you can enjoy it hot and you can enjoy it cold.
You can.
Yes.
And fresh, in both instances as well. Freshly hot, freshly cold, doesn't matter. It's always going to taste good. Once that's done, you can kind of leave it on the side. Like you said, you can keep it hot or cool it down in the fridge. And then we're going to move over to the main stuff. That's making our cookies. So what we got here, it looks quite weird. I don't know what that looks like to you, but it's actually browned butter.
Ooh.
All right? Yeah, we're getting...
How do you brown the butter?
So you kind of just like heat it on a low temperature for a while, and it kind of just does its thing. Ask the food stylist, they know. I'm just here to make the food.
Well, you know what? What's quite amazing about using brown butter for baking is that any desserts that you add it to, it really just gives it that amazing depth of flavor, and it also gives your baking a very delicious nuttiness. So that's what's going to make our chocolate chip cookies slightly different.
Yeah, so hopefully that does exactly that in this mixture over here. So we're going to start off with like the semi-wet ingredients first. So I've got some brown sugar over here. We pop that in there. Some white sugar over here. We've got 1 egg and a yolk included, as well as some vanilla essence. Now that's just going to balance it all out. We want to mix this together before we get to the rest of the ingredients, and you cannot dip into this yet, so it's not officially
I need
yet.
everything.
Okay. So I know you are tantalizingly waiting there with your taste buds for this, but we're almost there. And I've never made this before. I've just been like kind of researching it. I've been helped by the food stylist, but it's not actually that hard.
It's not,
You know what I
and
mean?
this is a fun thing you can do with the whole family. Get the kids involved. They're going to love doing the mixing and getting involved and getting messy and tasting all the ingredients, and especially the cookie dough.
I was just going to say that. All right, so once we've mixed this in thoroughly, we've got a nice sort of texture here. We're going to pop in some flour. Now we're going to get some of the base together. Then I've got some bicarb as well as baking powder and a little bit of salt just to kind of bring it all together and get that full balance out. Once we are fully done with the ingredients, it's all about just stirring it in, getting it involved until we end up with something similar and close to the final product.
Well, you need to add your chocolate chips.
Yes, don't forget
and
that.
the nice thing about this recipe is, I mean, here's your dark chocolate. We're adding a lot of them.
Nice.
But you can really play around if you want a variety. So we've also going to add some caramel chocolate chips.
Nice stuff.
I mean, yeah, play around with the chocolate chips that you add.
I'm thinking you could even go crazy, and if you don't have chocolate chips, you can use like little pieces of actual chocolate. You can get crazy, and maybe, I don't know, I wonder what a fruit piece would do in this. It could be crazy.
Chip.
It won't, yes, that is true. That is true. Okay, fine. Let's stay away from that. Let's keep the chocolate going.
It will be a chocolate cookie.
So essentially, Zoe, this recipe is pretty much done. You've added the chocolate chips. We've kept some salt flakes for the end, and let me explain to you why and how that happens. So you got your mix down. You want to kind of just make it into the cookies that you want.
Like this cookie dough?
Yeah,
I
just
have
like
to
that.
touch it so I can eat.
Dibs. I like that. Well played. So obviously you can make some small cookies, you can make some giant ones as well. It doesn't matter, but pop it into the oven. It depends how long you're going to keep this for on your temperature. I'd say 180 for around 5 to 10 minutes, just depending. Some people actually like gooey innards and centers, which I also do as well. So it just gives a little break and difference in that texture. You get the crumbly outside. But after that, once it's done, you just scramble and just a little sprinkle of some salt. We've got our hot milk prepared, and voila.
Look at that.
Done.
Our chocolate chip cookies with our chocolate milk. And if you want to get your hands on the ultimate brown butter chocolate chip cookies that Raul just whipped up, it is available on our website, expressoshow.com. And as you can see, there are our cookies.
Looks
nice
good.
and big ones.
Looks worthy of.
These are the ones that Santa deserves.
I was going to say, Santa's not here, so it's fine. I think the Easter Bunny will be coming for this one.
Okay.
She's definitely, he, she, I don't know, they, let's just say they are definitely going to love it. You want to go for a dip?
Don't do that
Enjoy.
one. Going full in.
Yum. It's so good.
Yummy.
to loosen up. Welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso. You're live in S3. It's our first performance when it comes to our Friday dance in 2022. We had one. We have to have two. It's important. Move the coffee table if it's not already moved, because you're going to love this. It's the Devolution Dance fam out of their suits and into their denim. Check it out.
Oh yeah, just move. Oh yeah, oh yeah, just move your body. Oh yeah, just move. Oh yeah, oh yeah, just move your body. Oh yeah, just move. Oh yeah, oh yeah, just move your body. Oh yeah, just move. Oh yeah, oh yeah, just move your body. Easy melody. Yeah.
Hey, ha. Boy, I'm in awe. I'm in awe. I can't take back hearing. Ha. You want to bamba? You want to G with the big boys? Now you the wrong, kitty kitty, you the wrong, get enough to drink with a chop cup. Ha. Hey. So you see how the thing goes? How the thing goes? Oh, you tell me who blend you? And who? Ha. All right, take it easy, and let's play some behind the waist. Okay. This one.
これからみんなでめちゃくちゃ踊って騒ごう騒ごう。
Headbanger.
Mississippi putting it down. I'm the hottest round. I told y'all mother, y'all can't stop me now. Listen to me now. I'm lasting 20 rounds. And if you want me, then come on get me now. Since you with me now, then biggie bounce. I know you dig the way I switch my style. Holla, holla. People sing around. Now people gather round. Now people jump around. DJ!
Goodness gracious. And you feel the breakfast show, they are amazing.
You're not allowed to laugh at us. You can laugh all you want.
That is great. Bring Zoe in, because she was dancing so well right now. Wow!
I thought I would just watch from afar.
Probably. She was, okay.
That was a lot,
It was great. It was a lot. I feel like we're not done yet, actually, because Zoe didn't get a chance to dance just yet, so I feel like we need to bring up the music one more time. Here we go.
からみんなでめちゃくちゃ
See you next week. You feel your breakfast show. You've been amazing. Woo.
See you Monday, yo.
Life is what you make it. However you choose to shake, bake, and celebrate it. Here's to a great 2022. Made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.